Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It is Monday. It is officially a launch day here at Jewellery Maker. You've never seen it before, and I tell you what, your mind is about to be taken to another level of jewellery making. We are about to introduce to you an amazing brand new skill, a fantastic, affordable, and there's the important word as well, affordable opportunity to get something new to your jewellery making dynamic techniques. We have got the gorgeous Liz joining us today.
Hello.
It's an exciting day.
Yes, it is extremely exciting. I have been waiting for this for ages and ages.
And the thing is that probably a lot of people when you come on are expecting jewel enamel.
Yes.
Well, they're not going to be disappointed today, but our new launch perhaps takes jewel enamel to another level.
Oh yes.
Can change jewel enamel. Don't have to have jewel enamel to have this technique though, or this product, but actually they do go hand in hand as well.
They do, and friendly plastic, which is what we're talking about.
She said it!
I did, I said I can't resist saying it. I'm passionate about it, in fact evangelical about it. So, no, friendly plastic can go with anything at all, and I use it with textiles, with paper and card and found objects, anything. So it doesn't have to be small, it can be big as well.
We are very excited. Yeah. Yes, friendly plastic is what we launched today. If you've not heard about it, if you've never even, perhaps there's no sphere in your mind that has ever touched upon what friendly plastic is, which is essentially me until about 3 days ago when I went, I'm doing what? I'm doing a launch on what? I've never even heard of it before. But I tell you what, now I've seen it, I am a convert. I am 100%. And friendly plastic, it's not about the disposition of the actual product. Friendly plastic is because?
It's an American name, I have to say. It is actually very easy to use if you follow a couple of simple rules.
I'm very excited. We will talk lots more with Liz, and this is going to take us step by step with a variety of different creations, including, you may have well noticed, the opportunity to create looks like this one. Now, we're not going to take you through exactly how to make this look because that's coming into a later time, but I will just show you the potential of friendly plastic. I will just say, Liz, you do understand that now this is on the wrist, it's not coming off the wrist.
I have backup, so I'm happy for it to stay there.
It's staying here all show long. I tell you what, and obviously my show is going to last for the rest of my life, so eventually it's now on. I love this bracelet. I honestly love this bracelet. Anybody who knows me, these are my colours. This is the kind of style that I love. Really simple, wearable, and it's so wearable.
And it's so light. That's the thing. Yes, that's the thing about friendly plastic, because often when you're making things with stones, they are absolutely gorgeous, but if you want a lot of them, they really weigh heavy, and a lot of people can't wear heavy things in their ears, but with friendly plastic there's no problem.
So
it's as light as
wearable.
anything.
I agree totally, and as I say, I've had this on for a good hour. The moment Liz walked in and started to just reveal all of this piece of jewellery, that went straight on the wrist and it stayed there. So I can warrant an hour of easy wear on this friendly plastic. But we've got lots more, not just friendly plastic going on today here at Jewellery Maker, because we've got lots and lots of bank holiday treats. I know that it's not bank holiday up in the northern borders, but the good news is that for those of you who have got the day off, we have got some treats for you. And those of you who don't, who are perhaps watching and got other things going on in your day, well, do you know what? Just take the time to sit with us and enjoy this amazing day of sapphires. Oh yeah? Sapphire coming your way today. Now, I know that you were lucky enough to get an offer a couple of days ago for sapphire, $27.95, I think I'm right in saying when I saw it. Fell in love with it. Thought it was absolutely amazing. But I tell you what, I did not know. Again, these are the things that happen to me when I come on a Monday. These are the things that just enchant me about Jewellery Maker. We have got for you, and I may as well tell you the heads up on this one, last hour of the show, that's 3 hours time. How about this? Sapphire for less than £10.
Ooh.
Thank you, Liz. See, tell her she's worked here for a while now. Sound effects provided by Liz today. Sapphire for less than £10 coming up in the last hour of the show. Coming up a little bit before that, I would suggest probably in the next hour or so. How about this strand? Oh, my goodness me, the beauty. This fantastic azure blue coated quartz, a stunning gemstone, an extraordinary quality that you're looking at here. Look at the light shimmering and capturing. All of that coming your way, but not just yet. Other treats in store. I'm going to show you one more. And then I've got an absolute talking point opportunity. Now here's your amazing aqua blue chalcedony. Such an incredible stone with its beautiful translucence and almost optical qualities of illusion, of mysticism. A beautiful gemstone. I really love the colours of this. It's going to go nicely with this bracelet, wouldn't it? Go nicely with those lovely ocean blues and silvers of my bracelet, known as the Viki bracelet from now on. I think Lucy's got a Lucy cuff from when Lucy, one of our presenters who's on maternity. Laura Binding made her a special bracelet, and it's now known as the Lucy cuff. Oh. I'm now suggesting, I'm going to put it out there. I like this known as the Viki cuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just there. I'm putting it there.
Depends how good you are to me
today, Viki. Yeah. I will be as good as you want me to be for you, Liz.
Then I think it'll be yours.
Oh, yeah! Right, on top of that, and this is a big warning for anybody who's looking for brand new, never been seen before opportunities. Somebody who is sitting there right now, and that's you, who is watching and prepared to get themselves probably our most desired, our most requested gemstone, and taking it to another level, one of the most extraordinary cuts that we have ever put to air. As part of our cut collection, you are looking here at your Labradorite shell. Yeah, look at this, shell-shaped, oh no, shell-shaped on the seashore. Shell-shaped Labradorite. Right, no more whiskey for me until the end of the show. Is that all right? Just that's my own rules. Just for today, obviously. You've got here shell-shaped Labradorite. Oh, that could get seriously dangerous later on in the show, couldn't it? Tell me not to say that too fast, please. I have been known to accidentally swap my letters around, and that could turn into a very, very nasty type of a show. We have got for you lots of treats, nothing nasty going on, because we are kicking off our early bird of the morning. Cord, essential, a must-have. You are into any of our big techniques at the moment, kumihimo, if you are into your macrame, or perhaps you're into braiding, French knitting, crochet, you name it. There are so many techniques out there at the moment that are basically needing, wanting, got to have this thread. This is your cord. It is your satin cord, and it is just gorgeous. Now this is a flyer. This is one of those products that we put to wear and we know we're going to sell out of. It's your threading essential combination. Not only are we going to give you 60 meters of your satin cord, we're also going to give you a huge hemp cord bundle. An incredible opportunity. I mean, imagine adding in from that steel grey, that beautiful, almost, actually it's not steel grey, it's like a cashmere grey. Imagine putting in just one of those Labradorite against that gorgeous satin cord. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's gonna look just, hang on. Or then take your coated quartz and get the blue cord. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty, isn't it? Oh, all you need is just a little bit of that satin cord and those gems, and you've got yourself a okay, I've got queues on the lines. I have already got 40 people holding on the lines for this. Oh, there's a lot of people tuned in today. There's a lot of people tuned in. It is a bank holiday for some of us, and I know that there's a lot of people who tune in expecting something special to happen on a bank holiday. Well, there's something special is definitely going to take place within the show today. I have got lots of treats, but to kickstart those treats, how about this? 60 meters of your satin cord plus your hemp cord combination for just one. Ooh, going for the jugular there, Laura. She's not messing around there, straight to the jugular. $6.95, she says, this is the aperitif. And she didn't say a pair of teeth. She said aperitif for what is to look forward to. This is literally the, what do they call it, the prelude?
Yes, the prelude, yes.
And was it, what is it when you're in, when you're sitting, the entr'acte? When you're in the theatre? Darling, I'm listening to the entr'acte.
One goes to the theatre a lot, does one?
One does love the theatre. Well, before one had children, one had a life. Yes. What is the theatre now, is what my question is. But I tell you what, this is the one. This is the one that you go for to just give you a amuse-bouche. Oh, look at us with our French words today. Hey, we're getting all continental on ourselves, aren't we? Ah, who knew it? Who knew we had it in us? £6.95. You've got there amazing. What? It's gone. Gone. It's gone already. For those of you who are still on the lines, we have got more cord coming up later on in the show with cord endings as well. I don't know, there's a lot of people who've been asking for the cord endings. Those bell ends,
oh,
you know which one I mean? Like they literally look like little bells, and very then they sit into the cord. They are so cool.
Yes, they're perfect for putting on the ends of the cords. Essential, because it's very hard otherwise to finish cords off.
Amazing. Right then. Wow! 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 Just look at this. This is beautiful. What a piece. Just amazing rough strand of citrine. This is a fantastic feature set. Oh, I tell you what, Laura is literally just putting ourselves. Laura, we are laying ourselves bare today, aren't we? In terms of we're not going to mess around. We're not going to dilly-dally. Now, in the northeast, there's a saying: there's no point going round Coxer to get to Durham. And that's to say, the northeastern saying is don't go to Coxer to get to Durham, because essentially that would be taking yourself all the way around to get to so instead of going as the crow flies, you would have to go around. That's going around Coxer to get to Durham.
Wherever Coxer is.
Where Coxer is a little village just outside of Durham. Now, essentially, I'm going to say that, and now everybody understands, we're not going around Coxer to get to Durham. Now, obviously, those who live in Coxer are going, it's Coxhoe. Oh. Coxhoe, Viki, and I say Coxer. All I'm going to say, we are going like the crow flies to opportunity today. No going round the houses, no messing around, no dilly-dallying. We're going straight for it. Wow. Because you are getting the most extraordinary feature strand. Citrine, these are extra special, top drilled, medium nuggets, 18 by 8 to 28 by 16. They're huge. What an incredible, I mean, this really does show you what the luxury of genuine gemstones is all about. The crystal structure, the natural formation of Mother Nature. It's about really getting that lovely organic quality. You've also got this luscious purple agate in these long nuggets, 11 by 4 to 26 by 8 millimeter. And to finish it all off, we are also adding in your sunstone. Oh, you normally get those in rounds, but I've never seen them in the long nuggets. 7x6 to 22x6. When have they suddenly come in long nuggets? Let's have a close-up. Normally in rounds. Now we've got them in these elongated, almost like tooth-like designs. We're back to aperitif. Ha! That made me so laugh there. You've got the 3 strands. Wasn't even funny. 3 strands. Total texture combination. 3 strands. Moonstone, purple agate, and your rough citrine, all for one price. I think I've just been told that we're about to take each strand to less than £4.50. 3 strands for less than £4.50 each. No, 3 strands over 1,000 carats. The maths in this they don't make sense. Nearly 500 carats of citrine for £4.32 a strand. Then you've got the strands of agate, and of course we all know that this is almost like a lace agate. Now just take a look at this. You see the banding? Look at that. Almost like a blue lace agate that now, isn't it? Certainly got that quality about it. And if you did get the cord that we've just done in our early bird, I mean just one of those, literally just one of those sitting, perhaps like in a gent's piece, perhaps using with the hemp cord to create a nice macrame-esque gent's piece of jewellery, because those are lovely, almost like dogtooth-like drops, often very nice for the surfer feel. You know, one gemstone, one piece of cord, you know, let's go surfing, dude. Yeah? Yeah,
I don't go surfing very often, but I know the look you mean.
My husband and I went surfing on our honeymoon. When I say surfing, falling regularly. Essentially, I think it's fair to say that we genuinely just did stand and fall. We didn't call it surfing in the end, we just called it, should we go falling? Yeah, let's go falling again. It didn't matter how hard we tried, it just mattered the lessons. Say again? We went to Hawaii. So we went to the ultimate place to surf, and then we fell. I think there should be a new definition in the dictionary. Surfing / falling. And I can't even say we fell in style. My husband fell in love with me even more when I fell for the 90th time. Flash back up again. £12.95. Congratulations to you. You really can capture that lovely earthy quality to your designs. And I think, you know, perhaps when you see that gorgeous quality of citrine within the natural formation of the crystal, it really does just remind us that these are genuine gemstones. It really is just almost so easy for us to become complacent, a bit belligerent in some ways, that these genuine gemstones, and this is what we do here at Jewellery Maker, and look at how great it is. But actually, when you see the natural formation of a gemstone, that's when you really do get to the point where you go, wow, this is incredible. This is genuine gemstones, Mother Nature's creation. These are sitting under the Earth's crust. We have to source them like the needle in a haystack scenario. £12.95. Congratulations to you if you've got that one. Gorgeous confirmation, over 1,000 carats you're getting for £12.95. Ooh, I've just been talking about my honeymoon. Well, I tell you what, I didn't get married when I was working here at Jewellery Maker, because otherwise I probably would have commissioned quite a lot of pieces of jewellery to be made. Although I have to say I was still working for the company, the Genuine Gemstone Company, and bless them, they let me design my husband's cufflinks for our wedding day. So I designed my husband and all of the ushers, etc., and we did it in a big auction, and so I designed, they were checkerboard sapphire cufflinks, and he wears them every time he wears them, you know, when you get that happy memory. I love that about jewellery. Yes. Is that sometimes they literally take you back to a place and time, or they capture an essence of a feeling that you had, or
and it stays with you all day, all the time you're wearing it.
Definitely. Yes. My nana's jewellery. You know, when I touch my nana's jewellery, or my Uncle Sid, you know, I've got a necklace that I relate to with my Uncle Sid, and those are special people, and sometimes jewellery has that connection. You need connection, you put it on, and that's the lovely thing about like genuine gemstone. It has that almost heritage potential.
And it's very personal because it's warm, it's on the person.
Absolutely. And you said earlier on with your friendly plastic, you can actually capture some of those mementos within your friendly plastic as well. So we need to talk about that, because that would be interesting to know how we did that. But we'll come over to Liz shortly. But before that, capturing the moment. Well, I know there'll be probably a lot of people who are focusing on a very big event in their life in the next few weeks and months, because it's probably the ultimate time to talk about bridal jewellery, isn't it? La 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 la, la 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 la. We should have, every time we think that it's bridal gemstones, we should have some kind of music in the background. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh no, that's like my doorbell. That's not. That's it. Ding dong, that's no. I was thinking do 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 do. Or on my, that was the bell ringing. No, that was my bell. Can I just say that my bell at my church, dong, dong. There's only one bell when I got married. I was just a ding, but it was nice to hear it, dong. I literally got married to the sound of a dong, da dong, dong, dong. You've got here white rose, a beautiful complement of your crackle quartz. They're fab, aren't they? And you see, when you think of bridal jewellery, or actually just any kind of momentous jewellery, you want it to have that extra something, that extra je ne sais quoi, the sparkle, the glisten. Look at this. Don't you just love that close-up? Oh, you see, that close-up just captures my imagination. That close-up just shows you how fantastic the internal beauty of a gemstone like this. Now, the interesting thing about crackle quartz is that it has a thermal shock to create that internal beauty. So you'll get your natural formation of quartz. You'll expose that gemstone to a very hot temperature and instantly expose it to cold. And that's thermal shock within the gem world. And that thermal shock creates these amazing internal, almost like ice-like qualities to the stone. It, for me, it resonates with such a beautiful internal quality that it's like sparkling, glistening, literally like fairy tale-like gemstone inside. I love it. It's what I imagine like an ice palace to look like inside, you know, where you've got that crackled, frosty-like feel. Beautiful, majestic look. Three strands where you've got a combination of 10, 8 and 6 mil. We're suggesting bridal jewellery, but I'm sure for a lot of people, you're not thinking about getting married, but you're thinking of owning these 3 strands because they're that glorious. The nice thing is that as well, you could add any kind of colour and just see how the gemstone will transform against it. Ooh, that works nicely now, doesn't it? It's always rather nice to have a base colour of these gemstones to then work within your variety of jewellery that you're making, especially at the moment where, like, really in principle we have so many varieties of gemstones, so many different colours going on with our gemstones, and of course we've got the likes of friendly plastic, which is going to introduce another layer of colour and texture that you want to work with gemstones like this. They've got that nice almost neutral quality with a glistening internal beauty. Ice-like qualities for 3 strands. Your price tag on this is low. Less than £4 a strand. I think that's low for a strand. I mean, you know that I wouldn't be able to put these strands to air. $6.95. $11.95 if you want to join us. 0800 644 655 is your free phone number. You can join us on the web if you prefer it, www.JewelleryMaker.com. Of course, let's not forget that today is a very, very busy day. We expect that this will be one of our busiest days of the year so far, based on the big opportunity of a brand new launch to something that we know will revolutionize your jewelry making. We genuinely, in terms of ease and in terms of perspective, this is one of the big big launches of our year here with Jewellery Maker, and we know what you're looking for from us. You want affordability, and you want something that can transform your jewellery making to another level of desirability, and that's exactly what we're going to do for you today. You need to get your gemstones to really set off that friendly plastic, so get that gorgeous, nice, neutral and yet glistening palette of your crackle quartz. Now then, this is quite wow. For those people who haven't seen friendly plastic and are about to be introduced to it, where do you begin? Just be warned, your eyes will about to be bedazzled, bejeweled, be wowed by the opportunity that you are getting with this combination of a fashion. We are doing a full bumper pack.
Yes.
We're doing everything in terms of what you need to get started, and we're about to transform people's jewellery making, aren't we?
Most definitely, and not just their jewellery making, they can take friendly plastic into all sorts of different realms as well. So if they make cards and things, it's perfect for that.
Yes, because we've explored this, and you got lots of oohs and ahs from my producer Laura and myself today, because not only have you taken us to the majestic beauty and almost ethereal types of qualities to this jewellery, but you've also taken us to the potential of looking outside the box. And I know for a lot of people who are naturally inclined to create jewellery, they're obviously inclined to do other crafting facilities as well, and abilities. And that includes card making, that includes perhaps pottery-like designs and things like that.
Absolutely.
Well, the interesting thing is that friendly plastic, as you can see here, it has no ends of opportunity. Now, first of all, I think the question has got to be, what is it?
Well, friendly plastic is a strip of plastic.
Yep.
And you can see it's black plastic.
Yep.
With a foil surface on the top.
Yep.
It comes in 7.5-inch strips, and when you warm it to 60 to 70 degrees centigrade, it becomes soft and malleable. And as it cools, it hardens, and then you can heat it again, soften it and make it work with it, and then cool it again. So it doesn't require a sort of a firing or a curing like an air dry clay or polymer clay or silver clay or anything. It will always become soft again at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade, which is a complete fantastic bonus because you can recycle everything. But there is one word of caution: don't leave your jewellery in the car in the summer.
Because it literally has got that potential to remould itself within that temperature boundary.
Yes, yes.
Now, interestingly enough, when you look at it like this, it is already malleable.
It is, but it's quite tough.
But it's malleable.
Yes.
So once you then expose it to warmth, it then becomes even more malleable to then create, well, what can only be classified as extraordinary pieces of jewellery or other benefits. But then once it's then exposed to the air and it starts to cool, it then becomes a solid structure.
It does, but you could rewarm that and reshape it.
Please don't do that. It's the this is the Viki bracelet. This is the you do know that, don't we?
That's all right. It's yours.
That's all right. That's all right. That is really flexy and yet incredibly strong.
It is, yes.
And that's the thing that we've got to get across. This is about incredible durability as well to your jewellery, but with a recycling principle as well.
Absolutely. There's no waste whatsoever. Even the tiniest little bits you can reuse. And we will reuse them, but I want to show you that you can use it to make bigger things. So I've got a couple of masks here.
You need to see these because every single person who's come in and has seen this could...
You hold that one.
Yes,
and I'll grab the other one.
Look at this.
And these are masks made with friendly plastic and textiles. Because that's me, I'm a textile person. I mean, I love working with friendly plastic with textiles because it provides structure where you don't necessarily have any because it's very fluid. This one is heavily stitched as well. And I've made whole costumes and headdresses and, I mean, massive headdresses and big collars and all sorts of things using
for
friendly
carnivals
plastic.
And things like that.
Yes, fashion shows and all sorts. So it's
That's
really
fascinating. So you've actually used the friendly plastic to create the structure then?
Yes.
Gosh. Now, Liz is going to take us through, and Liz, you're literally going to take us step by step how to get started, because today is all about introducing, it's about launching, it's about showing you the potential. Now, we're not obviously going to be able to show you everything that can be done with friendly plastic, because we probably would be here
Decades.
Literally.
Not days, decades.
And the thing is that what we want to try and do is really break it down for you. So we'll probably have 4 or 5 sections where we'll be able to explore different avenues. For example, we're going to talk about creating beads.
Yes, we are.
Because for a lot of our jewellery makers, we love buying gemstones, but it's really rather nice to add more and create more detail and structure and another layer of texture.
Texture, that's it.
You know, all of those things come together to make an amazing piece of jewellery. And so you're going to show us how to make beads. And as you can see here, this is the potential.
There's all sorts of different shapes because obviously your gemstones tend to come in more conformed shapes, except for nuggets. But when you want something a little bit different or something bigger as well, then this is the way to go. And they're really great as just little feature beads and mixed with your lovely stones as well.
So that's the first. We're also going to talk about cloud clay.
Yes.
Cloud clay. Now, if you were like me and I walked in and went, cloud what? What is it? Take a look at this. Honestly, amazing. Like, I just am fascinated because I just have to show you. There is a little bit of give on this. It's got this really tactile sponginess.
Yes.
It's still solid, it's still very, very structural, but it's really, really tactile. Like I know that I'm just going to squeeze it. You know, like you just want to...
I'm going to give you some to have a play with as well.
What a shame. Then we're also going to adventure into ooze. Now, this is all part of the package.
Yes, it is.
Right? This is all part of the one deal. So I'm going to say to you now, everything that we're going to talk about with Liz is available in one package. And I can now... No, I'm not going to talk about price yet. What I will say is it's a very, very, very affordable, because I tell you what, if you'd have asked me to guess the price of this kit, I'd have probably said 3 or 4 times the price we're actually going to do for everything. So with that in mind, I'll just give you that heads up. Now, oozing essentially creates looks like this. And we will show you how to create looks like this today. So if you keep watching us, if you keep on joining us, right, then we will take you step by step through all of these.
Yes.
The whole point of today is not just to sell, it's to show everybody the potential.
Absolutely, yes.
Right,
I want everybody to be as enthusiastic about friendly plastic as I am.
I think that'll happen today. I think it's going to be literally like, it's going to cross the nation.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's just, there's so much potential. And finally, we're also going to explore the opportunity of working jewel enamel, which of course we know you for.
Yes.
Working jewel enamel with the friendly plastic.
Yes.
So we are going to show everybody how to create that. Now, where's that?
I put them over here. Oh, is this one? Nope, that's
the oozing.
Let me just show
you. So let's show you quickly the potential of putting jewel enamel with the friendly plastic. Oh! Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? If you want to join us today, you are going to have to be prepared to be patient on our phone lines, to be patient with us as we take you through these individual offers. But I tell you what, if your patience is there today, we will provide you with some of the best jewellery making opportunity that I know we have done for the whole year. This is one of our biggest shows of the year. Fact. So if you want to join us and you want to get what we believe is going to be a revelation to your jewellery creations, then this is the show for you, and I'm very excited.
So am I.
Right. But in the meantime, we've got lots to fit in. How cool is he? How cool is he? Does he have a name?
No, actually, well, I'm not really a cat person. He's Frank. Okay, Frank. That's a good name for a cat.
Frank the cat.
Not very a cat name,
It
is
looks like Frank, though, doesn't he?
But he is a bit wonky.
Yeah. Like Frank Carson.
Yeah.
See? Frank Carson. I'll tell you more. No? No. Moving swiftly on. No.
Viki, whatever you're on, I want to listen to.
Like asleep. We have got the one kit of the day. Now I'm not going to pretend to you that we've got loads of kits today, because I don't. I have one kit today, and that is the only kit I have for the day, because for the rest of the day we are going to give you lots of gemstones, we're going to give you lots of bundles, but we're also going to give you direct and specific techniques related to our friendly plastic. So the kit of the day, it's the kit of the day, 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 kit of the day. Yes, it is the kit of the day. It is Nugget Night. It's called Nugget Night, and it is giving you a fantastic combination of drama, of sultry sexiness, and tourmaline. Now, I'm just going to take this strand here. I'm just going to put the other two to one side, and I'm going to introduce you to one of the ultimate gem pieces of the moment. Tourmaline. If you went to many of a collection house, if you went to the cutting houses from some of the biggest boutique jewelers on the planet, if you went to your local boutique jeweler shops across the globe, this is a gemstone that would sit as a centerpiece. In fact, the last time I went to London and went to a specific place where you go for cream teas, you know, those afternoon teas where you go, and there's certain posh hotels that do them for quite a lot of money, and essentially too much money for not enough tea. I went there, and there's a jeweller's shop attached to the hotel, and I went into the jeweller's shop, and I had lovely display, but obviously 1 and 2 pieces of jewellery per display, not masses like you would expect, you know, in your standard jeweller shop. And then right in the centre of the shop, they had a column. And on the column, there was then a glass box. And in the glass box, there was one piece of jewellery rotating around under a light. And that one piece of jewellery was tourmaline. Could have been any gemstone on the planet, and they chose as the centerpiece to their boutique stall to be tourmaline. Now that's because this gemstone is incredibly prized, and certainly some of the colors that we have here, like this one, rubellite-esque reds, extraordinarily difficult to get hold of. Very, very difficult. Oh, there's another one. There's another dark red. Gemstones like this, like rubellite, are commanding extraordinary prices in the jeweller's world right now because of its rarity, but also because of its beauty. People are prepared to pay money for rarity, but they're equally prepared to pay for beauty. You're talking about rubellite, you're talking about Paraiba tourmalines commanding hundreds, if not thousands of pounds per carat because of its extraordinary seduction of qualities. You've got that reflection within a strand like this, where you've got that almost sultry, dark, rich, and then flashes of those sensitive and yet bold colours of bright reds as well. Striking strand for your gem collection. You know, it's very difficult for many people to think of genuine gemstones like this sitting into a boutique window when they see the prices that we do. But we've got to remember, these are the same gem type. You know, we're not talking about a world away from those type of gemstones. The rarity is the same. The beauty individually are unique gemstones. So, you know, beauty is most certainly in the eye of the beholder, and you can't help but be enthralled by the dynamic gems that you've got here. I certainly suggest that you've got rubellite within this strand in terms of the depth of colour. That's to my experienced eye. A glorious strand to start off with. We're adding with this combination with tourmaline, with your rainbow obsidian 14mm rounds, and we're also adding on top of that your black agate drop star medium nuggets, 9x7 to 15x13mm. Extra special midnight feel. You know, there really is that like evening wear seduction. I keep on using the word seduction, but that's because that's the word that every time I see this combination, it's the word that keeps on popping into my head. Very sultry, very, very much of a, you know, you almost could imagine a little bit of a saxophone playing in the background and a man sitting in a bar going, "It was a Saturday night and not a lot had happened during the day. Then she walked down the stairs, and my life was never the same again." Could you imagine that? That's the kind of...
You should be on the stage.
That was it. Not with accents like that, I'm not allowed to be on stage. We have got for you your Nugget Night, where you've really got that evening seduction, that sultry wah, 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 wah. Doing it. That's the kind of... You've definitely got that evening quality about it. A lovely combination. This is a strand of tourmaline. When I say tourmaline, and then I talk about boutique jewelers, and when I start to then highlight the fact that you're also going to get 100 pieces of your rose gold plated copper findings, and then when I tell you this is the only kit of the day, you're not going to be surprised when I tell you that you've got all of, in fact, you're going to be shocked, not surprised, but shocked by me telling you you're getting all of this, including your strand of tourmaline, for $16.95. I've just said tourmaline. I've just been talking about lots of things, but let's think about we've been talking about rubelite. I mean, such an incredibly sought after gemstone, and yet here I am at $16.95. You can't possibly have in your mindset us putting to wear gem strands like this and then going $16.95. That's ludicrous to think that we can do. I mean, I'm thinking that's ludicrous, and I've worked on this channel for about 2.5 years now, and I'm thinking no. But then, of course, my history of genuine gemstones, working in the Genuine Gemstone Company, well, it's 9 years of pretty much, I think it is 9 years of working with something extraordinary and beautiful like this, and then putting a price tag of over £100 on our sister channel of Gems TV. I sell rubelite, and I'm expecting to sell it around about the 150 to 200 market at least, because that's the kind of gemstone it is. And as I say, boutique quality. You have got the only kit of the day. It's the kit of the day, 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 kit of the day. It is a fantastic opportunity. Look at those colours. Look at that red. That is, as I would akin to rubelite. That's what I describe that colour as. Of course, rubelite is extraordinarily rare. Now, if we start to think about this, if we break down £16, okay, let's say 17. Let's round it up. £17. Now we know that your 100 findings. That's your rose gold plated, which everybody's after at the moment. Rose gold plated copper findings. Now those are $7.95, I'm sure I'm right in saying. Yes, $7.95. So take that away from £17. So you're talking already, we're down to £9. Then threading pack, which is of course the beading thread, the monofilament and the elastic and the presentation pack. That's got to be around about a £5, isn't it? So take that away. We're to £2. We're already at £2. £3? £3. So for £3, you are getting tourmaline, obsidian, and again, that means £1 a strand if you break it down like that.
It's impressive.
That is seriously impressive. That's the kind of day it is. That's the kind of offers that we expect to be bringing you today. Unmissable deals. Tourmaline, an extraordinary opportunity to get an exclusive stone. And as I say, for somebody like myself who's worked in the gem industry for quite some time now, you know, you do have a perspective on price. You have an expectation, you know, of what price tag tourmaline sells for. I sat on our sister channel on, it must have been just 2 days ago, and I sat there and I was presenting rubelites, I was presenting chrome tourmaline, and I was saying literally hundreds of pounds, because that's the price it should be. You know, it's an incredibly sought after gemstone. Can I just remind you that that tourmaline is £1. That strand is £1. And I've just said hundreds of pounds, and yet that one strand is £1. Of course, this is Jewellery Maker, and loads of people tune in and go, so what is the catch? Why are you doing that for £1 when you could do it on your sister channel for £100? The simple fact is that the buying power on different types of gemstone is different. And of course, our buying power as a genuine gemstone company as we are is incredibly strong within the jewellery industry. We get offered packages like nobody else gets offered. In fact, I was talking with Steve in one of our training meetings just last week, and he was saying, and he brought in what he'd bought. He got offered direct from the mine a brand new package of morganite, right? Now, it's morganite like I've never seen before. Then he brought in a package of kunzite. Nobody else had been offered that package apart from him. Why? Because they know that if they come with a massive deal, right, instead of selling the odd 5 and 6 packs, they can sell 500 to us. We'll buy them all, And they've made, granted, they might not have made as much money because, of course, we get a better deal when we buy in bulk, but they've got rid of everything that they've got hold of in one deal. What would you rather do? Invest hours and hours and hours and hours, if not days and months, on selling a whole package of gemstones? Or do you come to one person, one company, and say, you can have them all if you give us an X amount of money? It might not be as much money, but it saves you a lot of time. And that's effectively what the jewellery industry does. They come to the people who can buy in bulk, us. So we get deals like other places. Now, I'm not saying that this is the type of gemstone that we put on Gems TV because it's a different quality. No point me paralleling a piece of jewellery selling for £200 and a strand that sells for £1, because that's what we've just done with this strand. But in the same sense, we've got to remember these are still genuine gemstones. This is still the luxury of tourmaline. Whatever the grade of it, whatever the colours that you're getting, this is still the luxury of a genuine gemstone that has this amazing quality of being tourmaline, the rainbow gemstone. £17, well, less than £17. An amazing Nugget Night jewellery kit, 100 rose gold plated copper findings for less than £17. And the way we've worked it out, we've worked out that every one of those strands is just £1. Check your purse. Have you got £1? Think about what you would buy with that £1 normally, and then think about buying a strand of tourmaline instead. That's effectively what we've just done right now. That's the kind of day this is. That's the kind of day that we're planning to have. And of course, we've still got, coming up at the last hour, we have got for you sapphire going to less than £10. Oh yes, we have also got for you the ultimate craftsmanship. This is part of our cut collection. These shell-shaped, there you go again, Vix, shell-shaped Labradorite. Never been seen before, a brand new opportunity, and so much more to look forward to, including the Wall of Fame. So the Wall of Fame is the time where we get to enjoy your jewellery and your creations, and I would expect in the coming weeks and months then probably the Wall of Fame will be just full of friendly plastic jewellery. That's my expectation. I have got 51, and it's Helen in Liverpool. Hi Helen. She says, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. They are earrings I made for a gift for a dear friend. Her birthstone is emerald, so I purchased some emeralds from you and made these sterling silver, green, freshwater pearl and emerald coloured graduated. All from Jewellery Maker, of course, and she loved them. Well, Helen, I'm not surprised you love them, and what a great friend you are to give us such a lovely treat. So you are 51.
I have 54.
You have indeed.
And this is from Sue Long. Jenny and Gemma have been talking about wish bracelets.
Yes.
Wish bracelets, I didn't know about those. These are my version. The only problem is that JM cord is too strong.
Oh.
I've been wearing the black one for about 5 months, and all but the clasp is still as good as new. The blue one is brilliant, isn't it? The blue one is Amazonite and sterling silver. And that's Sue from Chesterfield.
That's gorgeous, Sue. Really, really. Yeah. Wish bracelets, effectively, what you can use them essentially like a birthstone gemstone, or you know, if you've got a gem that you feel an affinity with, or you know, there's some gemstones that are good for your chakra and things like that. You can wear them as your what's your chakra? Your chakra is your positive energy within that your body holds. Channeling your energy. Right. Okay. Yes. Chalcedony is very good for the throat chakra. I learned that today. Got that coming up. 52. Not funny how something pops into your mind. 52. Who is it? Sharon in Cardiff. She says, my entry for the Wall of Fame is a necklace and bracelet set made with mother of pearl chips, carnelian rounds in a Kumaimo braid. I hope it is good enough for the wall. Love to all. And that's Sharon. Well, Sharon, it certainly is. And a gorgeous combination. Kumaimo's fab, isn't it? It's just an amazing technique. 52 you are, Sharon. Congratulations to you.
I have.
Oh, colour.
Yeah, 55. This is me.
That's your kind of jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the bright colours and things.
Lovely.
And this is from Penelope Spreadbury. Dear all, had loads of bright gems, so decided to put them all together with some bright coloured thread. I love the result. I'll be selling it next Saturday when I have a sale at my house in Aid of Age UK, Day Centre that is, where I run an armchair exercise class as a volunteer. I wanted, I love that, I think that's gorgeous.
Fabulous, yeah.
Need to win to add to my hoard. It's an obsession, so I must stop buying as retiring next week.
Wow!
So I think that's great. Think my hoard could keep me going for a few years. Seriously worried about the weight of the spare bedroom.
I think it's probably quite a lot
friendly
of people.
plastic then, because that's a lot lighter than the stones.
There you go then, Penny. This is your next to add. Now, we decided that we've got 2 levels of collecting gemstones. We've got the stash, and then one up from that is the hoard.
Yes.
We decided that we now need to layer how many gemstones you actually have in your collection. Stash is not enough. I think there's a lot of our jewellery makers out there who've got hoards. I'm now into limited stock on this kit, so if you do want to join us, if you want that tourmaline for less than £17, in fact the tourmaline was £1, I think we worked out in the end, so if you want that offer, then you need to be fairly sharpish on those phone lines, and you can join us on the web as well, www.JewelleryMaker.com. 53. Oh, I didn't. I literally just. That's such a simple look. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Alan. Hi, Alan. He says nothing, but just gives his name. That's all right. We like the strong, silent type, Alan. Alan, a gorgeous look. Congratulations to you. I will say, I've got lots and lots of people who are texting in already who are very, very excited about our launch today.
Oh, good. I'm pleased.
Yes.
Really pleased.
It's going to be a very, very special show today. Thank you so much for joining us. The gorgeous Liz is going to take you step by step and introduce you to a brand new friendly plastic. And if that isn't enough, we've also got some extraordinary brand new strands, including this one. Take a look at this. Heart-shaped tiger's eye. Oh, look at the gorgeous warmth of this gemstone. Look at how beautiful the light shimmers and dances. If you want to join us, then this is an incredible, incredible strand for getting texture. And I guess for something like friendly plastic, it has the chance to be able to reveal even more optical qualities because it's almost harnessing it, isn't it?
It is, and the foil surface on the friendly plastic reflects back the light as well. And also, sometimes when you intersperse a really lovely stone with something else, it highlights that, doesn't it?
Well, that's really interesting because the piece that you first introduced to us when we joined you this morning and you started to reveal these amazing pieces of jewellery that you'd made, I noticed the gemstones probably more because I was looking at the whole necklace and then my eye was, but actually I noticed the gemstones that you'd put in there because it felt like they were almost being framed by the rest of the jewellery. It's interesting.
Yes.
You know, I always say, you know, you're not going to frame the Mona Lisa in a $2.99 clip frame, are you? And the same principle is with genuine gemstones. It's a Mother Nature's creation. It literally is a masterpiece. So why would you frame it in anything other than what it deserves? And that's a luxury surrounding. And I think friendly plastic could create that luxury finish.
It most definitely can.
But you need the gemstones as well. And if you're going to get gemstones that have that beautiful optical property naturally within it, then surely you're going to go for a strand like this. You have got here your tiger's eye, and I'm going to just show you, for those of you who've not seen tiger's eye, look at this gem. It's almost like a hologram, and I know that's a funny way to describe it, but it's the best way for me to really give you some kind of perspective, because you can catch it on camera, but really, truthfully, it's probably about a third of the actual luxury of light movement that you get from the gem. Why? Well, because we're in synthetic lighting. The lighting that we're in the studio, it actually bleaches out the gemstones just because it's designed. To be honest, it's meant to make me and Liz look good. Well, it's working for the lovely Liz, because obviously she looks fantastic today. Sorry about me. And then we've got also the cameras. Cameras are nowhere near as powerful as the human eye. And then the simple fact is that when you get these home, you'll see the quality. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee with all of our gemstones and all of our products, actually, because we're so absolutely defiant in the fact that we know we're offering you luxury and quality. And if you're not happy with your gemstones, then we are and ask you to send them back. Your money goes back into your account. I cannot believe you would do that on offers like this one, but we give you 30 days because the optical properties of many gemstones, we want you to get home and see for yourself. And also, I think gemstones are about the tactility of them, the way that they feel. And as much as I'd love to be able to pass these to you and go, there you go, there you go, these are yours. Now we pass them through the camera and we have some kind of, I don't know, touch TV, you know what I mean? Exactly. Could you imagine if we all did that? If I just did that and then we all had a feel and then I went, oh, it's nice, isn't it? I think that one of these days they will actually do a scratch and sniff kind of a television.
Yes. So smelly vision, but that's
Smell-o-vision.
touchy vision.
Touch-o-vision.
Yes.
I think they will eventually. I'm sure probably, maybe not in my lifetime, but you know, you never know. But if you think about how fast like phones have developed, I remember my dad getting a mobile phone. It literally was a massive three bricks in one that you had to carry around, and now look at the size of them, the computers and things. So maybe it will. Well, I want you to be able to feel, I want you to be able to touch these gemstones, because for me it's not just about the aesthetics, it's about the tactility of them. A shimmer, a beautiful, almost holographic optical quality. The light movement is truly extraordinary on this strand. What's also extraordinary is the price that we can do them for. Get it home and see for yourself the quality of our gemstones. A full strand, hearts are always going to be popular. One of those shapes that in the jewelry world, in fact I think probably just in the world in general, the heart shape is a very, very popular shape to work with. It adds a dynamic, it adds a luxury, and I think the luxury is probably, for many people in the jewelry world, is based on that very, very well-known New York boutique jewelers, because they have a very specific heart shape that they use as part of their main feature to selling their jewelry, and they command a serious amount of money for what is effectively a heart shape on a chain. That's it. But they ask you to pay a lot of money because it's their symbol. That's what everybody kind of parallels their jewelry with. You know which jewellers I'm talking about, because I don't know anybody who doesn't know what jewellers I'm talking about. The heart shape is absolutely all about the luxury, all about getting that workable style to your jewellery. What can we do on this price tag? Yellow tiger's eye. Let's find out. You haven't just said $6.95. Ooh, Laura is seriously on a mission today. Honestly, I had Scott on a mission on what day was it? What day is it today? Monday. Right, Friday. Scott was on a mission. In the end, I called him MI6. Honestly, he was proper on. I even got him to do a Rambo roll. I got him to do a Rambo roll live on air at 9:30 on Friday. Scott, our producer / manager, I got him to do a Rambo roll. He was that, I called, because I said he was like Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible. So, Mission Impossible Scott did a Rambo roll for us. I got many texts thanking me for that, you know, lots of people enjoying the Rambo. Laura says if I make her do a Rambo roll, she's taking the prices up, not down. So we shan't make Laura do that. £6.95, but Laura is on a mission. Laura is most certainly. I do believe that her eyes are blinkered. The eyes are on the prize, because this is one of our biggest days of the year so far, without any doubt. This is a massive launch for Jewellery Maker to introduce a brand new technique. And of course it is bank holiday for many of us, and if you are enjoying the bank holiday time off, well, sit down, relax with us, and let's have a little bit of fun, but let's also give you something special for your jewellery making. You've got there your $6.95, less than £7. Queues on the lines for around about 30 seconds, so not too bad, but you will have to be patient for the rest of the day with us on those phone lines, because it will be a busy day for the whole of the show. We're already into the first hour gone. How's that happened? Hecky thump. First hour's already down, and we've already had a lot of deals to be bought. But I will tell you, have you seen these before, Liz?
No, I've never seen those. They look beautiful.
Well, let me just show you what this is. First time I've put them to wear, but I know you might have seen them before. And when you see the packaging, you think, oh, that's funky. And then you go, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Deluxe Gem collection. Now watch. Ready? How about this? You have got a mix of Moonstone and quartz coming your way. Moonstone and quartz in this fantastic, they're all loose, and I don't know how close our Claire can get on camera too, but she'll take you, there you go. Oh, that's even better, because you really do get to see your moonstone. Smoky quartz I could see there, some nice rose quartz going on, fantastic complement. So it's your loose gemstone collection, selection even should I call it, in your tube. I know there's a lot of people excited about these deals. Price tag wise, extraordinary. Truly extra special pricing that goes on, and that's coming up later on in the show. That's your Jewellery Maker deluxe gem selection, also coming your way very, very shortly, probably within the next half an hour or so. We will be bringing you these fantastic coated quartz drops. They are faceted briolette, brilliant cut. Now, brilliant cut means that you're getting triangular and kite-like facets to your gemstones. A truly glorious look, a fabulous opportunity coming your way later on in the show. As I say, less than £10 for sapphires to look forward to straight after the break. We're not going to mess around. It's time for the launch of your friendly plastic.
Chandy beads are Jewellery Maker's range of 925 sterling silver beads that have been handcrafted in our workshop in the heart of Jaipur. There is an 8-stage process to craft these artisan beads. Stage 1 is the annealing process. This is when heat is applied to the sterling silver wire, then slowly cooled down in order to soften the metal to make it more workable. Stage 2. This is the pattern making process. This is where the silver wire is put onto the spindle of a rotary machine. Stage 3 is the cutting process, and Stage 4 is shaping. Stage 5 is soldering, and this is done to give firm joints to the beads. Stage 6, assembling. Stage 7 is surface cleaning. And finally, Stage 8 is the plating process, which starts with steam treatment to treating it with dilute sulfuric acid to remove the impurities and making it perfect for plating.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Come and learn alongside our expert Liz Welsh about how to use your jewel enamel starter kit. This DVD will introduce you to the fundamentals of using jewel enamel, including melting, using Carantha molds, heat polishing, bezel setting, and adding gleam and a stellar flash to enhance your designs. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Well, it's time. We do believe that this is going to be the biggest show of the year so far, because we are introducing to you one of the most affordable and most definitely the most revolutionary techniques and products that we've seen here at Jewellery Maker in our 3 years since we launched. We are delighted to have, well, probably the expert of the moment, really. Somebody who not only do you give us incredible expertise, but incredible passion. And I'll say that now, Liz, I just, you know, we love having you as part of our team here at Jewellery Maker. We genuinely do. And this is almost your little baby, isn't it? This is something that you're incredibly passionate about. Because
evangelical. I've been working with it for 21 years, and I've not stopped coming up with new ideas to use it with. So
21 years.
I really, really love the product, and I just want to shout about it.
Well, I tell you what, we're happy to have you shouting today, because this is, for me, I can't believe how much you're going to get out of this one bundle. I'll just highlight the fact that from this bundle, you're not going to make 2 or 3 pieces of jewellery. This literally could be jewellery that could be taking you weeks, months into, because there is so much to do and so much to explore. And once you've invested one part of your knowledge and your technique, actually Liz is then going to show you the world is your oyster. I'm so delighted at the price point as well, because anybody who knows me, again, you know, you'll know that I'm not just somebody who looks for opportunity. I want a bargain, I want a deal, right? I do though, they're laughing at me, but I do. I'm not being funny about it, but I'll work hard for my money. You know, I have to work away from my children, so if I'm having over my cash, I want it to be for a good reason. And that's the good thing about this, is that you're getting so much for so little. You know, I know there's lots of techniques where perhaps an investment is expected for tools and for this and for that. Here, not so much so. This is really an incredible deal. So what do you get? Let me just take you through. First of all, you're getting the actual friendly plastic itself. These are your individual, there we go, let me hold them out like that. Look at the colours. It's just like a fan of sumptuous colours, isn't it? So these are your individual, what would you class them as, strips?
Yeah, we always call them sticks. Yeah, sticks of friendly plastic.
Okay, we'll call them sticks so we know that we got the right way to describe them. Individual sticks of plastic, from blacks to reds, burnt orange, those gorgeous deep purples. You've got the golds, the pinks, the greens, the yellows, the brighter, almost canary yellows, and also the coppers. So you've pretty much got every colour. And our cameras are doing pretty well at picking up the tones, actually. The cameras are doing well. I'd have expected them to struggle, but really, they're capturing, look at that, look at those colours. Now some of them can be quite subdued like the black, but others are so vivacious. So it really is a case of how you want to play with them to get what kind of look you want to achieve, you know, whether you want to go for sultry or evening wear, whether you want to go for much more of the you know, day wear, summertime look. Right, so those are all your plastics. 2, oh, Liz, you're not going to believe this. Right, so the graphics come in, and this is how it works, just so everybody knows that this is, we're not doing this, but the graphics come in, and then web buyers then have access to the code. Now, obviously, we're live on TV, and for those of you who watch on TV and dial via your phone, you have to wait for the price to come in. Web buyers can access the price of this, and I can tell you now, 100 have already been allocated.
My goodness. Wow.
Right, 100 have already been allocated.
It does show what a good deal it is.
I told you it was going to be a big day. I told you we were going to do something big for you today. I think this might be the biggest day of the year. And I now have people on the phone lines going, hang on a minute, what do you mean they're buying it? What do you mean that they're getting in? Okay. Let me just quickly tell you how many you're getting. 2, 4, 6, 8. So you're getting 10 of your plastic strips. You're also going to get 130 now. And oh my goodness me. You are then getting your cloud clay. Now this is another product. It's another aspect of creating this amazing, and you might have seen when we were introducing it earlier on with Liz, it's got a spongy texture, you can create 3D dynamic. It's extraordinary. So you've got here your black cloud clay, your black cloud clay. I need to, the reason I'm speeding up is because I've got a lot of people holding on the lines, and I don't like making people have to wait longer than they should. So the reason I'm talking a bit faster now is because I've got so many people buying and so many people waiting that I feel like I'm a little bit in the middle there. Right, the final thing that you're going to get are 1, 2, now these are for your oozing technique. And as I say again, Liz, you are going to take us step by step on how to work with these to get achieve different textures and different shapes on your plastic.
Yes.
And all of these come as part. Now once you've got these are literally, you can use them over and over and over again,
Absolutely.
can't you?
Yes, there's masses in that pack. You will not run out of it for a long time to come.
Yeah, because you can use this multiple times.
Yes.
Okay, so all of this comes as one pack. And don't forget, today we're not doing kits, right? We are literally going to give you the chance to really get to grips with this technique and to get, it's a unique discipline. So we're introducing something new, so we wanted to invest time on it. So this is your day to buy it. So if you want to go step by step, record the program so you know that. Now we do have a DVD coming out. We tried so desperately to get the DVD for today, and because of what's happened in the manufacturer, unfortunately, we can't do it today. We are going to launch the DVD to go alongside this fantastic friendly plastic recorded by Liz. We're going to release that on Saturday. So this coming Saturday we will give you the DVD for the friendly plastic. We're ever so sorry that we haven't been able to get it, but it's just one of those manufacturing things that we have no control over. It's disappointing, we know, but we you know, as I say, we're going to do that launch for you on Saturday of this week. So what are you getting and how much is it? Well, I've already got 200 allocated. I've already got 200 people who have said yes to this. 200 people that before I've even mentioned the price are buying. That's because you've seen the potential. You've seen how many different variants that you have got. Your opportunity, your code on this is VUGC06. You're getting your 10 sticks of friendly plastic. You're getting a full, and that's a lot, isn't it? That's 113 grams of your cloud clay. You're also getting all of your, would you call those
laser mesh, punchinella, sequin waste? It has lots of names, but laser mesh is what I prefer.
I was going to say, I'm going to call it laser mesh because it's the only one I can remember. Laser mesh, you get a big bundle of laser mesh, and I've got a lot of people holding on the lines waiting to find out how low we can go. It is your revolution to jewellery making. We believe this is the biggest day of the year so far because we can bring you this amazing friendly plastic starter kit for just 27. Now you've seen how many pieces of jewellery that Liz has achieved, and not just jewellery, but obviously for card creating, for creating models, for creating totally unique pieces of opportunity and you can literally create pottery. You've got a gorgeous offering there of, you could create this into pottery.
You can. Well, it's not actually pottery, but vases and boxes.
That's what I mean. I'm saying pottery, but
yes.
You know, like the shape of pottery that's
yes.
not pottery, because that's not pot. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? $27.95, and not surprising that the phone lines are ringing off the hook, and so many people appreciating the opportunity for us to be able to hand over so much for so little. And I think that's another reason why this is going to be so popular, is because you're not having to invest a huge amount of money. You're not having to invest a huge amount of time either, because this is not something that has to seal or set or go in an oven or any of that. Actually, once it's warmed, you then have the chance to be able to expose it to the cool air
or cold water.
Cold water. And hey presto.
Yes, absolutely. It is extremely quick, and every tiny bit gets recycled. Just even the tiny little offcuts you save.
Which is why it works so well with the enamel, because enamel's the same principle. It cools instantly.
Yes.
And on top of that, oh, just so you know, my husband, who I was talking the other day, my husband and I were sat and we were talking about the jewel enamel, and he'd seen it, and he just went, Vicky, why have you not bought it yet? I'm like, well, it's just because every time I'm on air, it just like gets round, and then I'm off doing prepare, and he's like, right. And he's made me promise on our wedding ring. He kept on going, right, promise me that you're going to buy some for the kids. So I am promising live on air that I am buying jewel enamel. My husband is watching, I know he is, and he's made me promise while you're here that I will make sure that I'm going to do jewel enamel.
Yes, we will.
Because jewel enamel It is incredibly recyclable.
Yes.
As is the friendly plastic. And therefore the two go hand in hand together.
Do work
They're
really
very
well.
complementary.
Yes, yes. And also the friendly plastic can protect your jewel enamel cabochons and your thinner mouldings and things, because I know some people have said, oh, but the jewel enamel can be brittle. Well, yes, so can be pottery or glass. Yes, it can be a bit brittle, but if you make a surround for it, and I've shown that on the DVD actually, then the friendly plastic protects it beautifully.
Perfect. So where shall we begin? I think we begin with the beads, because for a lot of us, this is probably, is this the easiest way to start?
It's a very straightforward way to begin, and I thought it's appropriate for a jewellery maker.
Absolutely.
If we were doing cards, I probably wouldn't have started with beads.
No, but this is a great way to introduce everybody to the potential.
Yes.
And because we've already established that you're getting 10 of these sticks, if you were making a classic, say, 8mm bead, you know, which is probably a nice average for us to work on here at Jewellery
Just having a
Maker.
little think, is that about 8mm?
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably,
you probably get about maybe 15 of them out of a stick.
Wow. Okay.
So as soon as you go up a notch, then you'll probably get about 10 of this size out.
That's about that's probably
I don't measure anything, I'm sorry, Vicky.
No, that's all right. No, well, we're all quite good with the eye to work out. So those are probably 8, those are probably 10, you know, you've probably got a couple of 12s, but not really. So you could imagine just getting and it's really light.
It is extremely light.
That's what I love about it. Not too light to feel flimsy, but light enough to be wearable.
Yes, and so you don't actually even notice you've got it on half the time.
Yeah, and that's what I feel about this.
Yes.
Now, I am really, really like blinkered on one thing about my jewellery. I have to have it easy wear.
Yes.
I can't think about it. I don't want to be fussing about it. I need it to go on and it to look good, but to me get on.
Yes.
I've got so much going on in my days that I don't want to be all fiddly and you know, this. For me, like I don't have to think about it. It just is there and it looks really nice, but I don't have to think about it.
And the nice thing about this friendly plastic is that it's very flexible still, and so it doesn't chip or anything like that. You could scratch it, I suppose, if you worked hard at it, but it is very flexible.
I love it.
So it's not going to break. In fact, I made a bowl once and accidentally sat on it, and it was still fine. It was a shallow bowl.
I didn't know where that was going, and I accidentally sat on it.
I did.
That's brilliant. So, where do we begin with the beads?
Right, okay, well, I'm going to move these just out of the way. We're going to just talk for a moment about the kit that you want.
Okay.
Some sort of non-stick surface.
Yes.
And underneath here, to protect your tabletop, I've just got a piece of MDF or wood or anything, or old chopping board.
So if you had like a placemat, you know, like
something that's heat resistant. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
This is just your non-stick surface, so the plastic won't stick to it permanently.
Okay, and we are going to do a deal on these for you later on, so just keep watching on that.
And then you want a pokey tool of some sort. This one I think comes in the Jewellery Maker toolkit.
Yes, now that I was just going to say that. Now, for those of you who are just watching and going, oh no, look, as part of your essential toolkit, we do give you.
That looks lethal.
It's good. It's good at what it does. We do give you this, as you can see there, reamer. Okay, almost perfect for your ore. Now, very similar principles in terms of.
Yes.
You can see the ore, but it just doesn't have that.
Well, the only thing I've never used the reamer for this purpose, but because it has a roughened surface, the friendly plastic might stick to it a bit more.
Okay, so we just have to be aware of that.
Yes.
But if you don't want to just get, because we do have, as you can see below, you do have the ore. We have that available on our website. So if you do want to get what Liz is working with, the ore is available on the website, as is the heat mat for $9.95. So all of those things are available. The toolkit, as you can see there, is the bottom of the screen, and that's coming in at $9.95 as well. So all of these non-essential, but obviously just to make life easier, we're giving you all that information at the bottom of the screen there.
If the worst comes to the worst, you can use a needle in a cork, but you just want some pointy implement rather than an embossing tool or anything, because it helps the plastic slide off. The other thing is you want some good strong scissors.
Yeah.
And you need some means of heating the plastic. And there's 2 basic methods for that. One is the heat gun.
Yeah.
Which I use this one, or any heat gun will work. Some of them are more blowy than others.
Yeah, we have that available on the website as well.
And the other thing is some means to keep your hot water hot.
Okay.
And when I say hot, I mean 60 to 70 degrees centigrade and no hotter. That's important.
It's not boiling.
No, definitely not boiling. I'm going to say it again, 60 to 70 degrees centigrade. Really important. If you get it too hot, then the plastic becomes too soft to work. And if it's too cold, then it doesn't soften.
Okay, so two things is the heat gun's at the bottom of the screen there. That's the information for £14.95 for the heat gun, and that has two settings. £14.95. There's probably a lot of our viewers who have already got a heat gun because we have other techniques that utilise it, including the enamel, which you'll see later on. So if you get the heat gun, there'll be lots of variants that you'll be able to really optimise on the heat gun. So it's certainly a tool that I would advise you to get if you're going to explore any of the enamels or any of these kind of techniques. Or alternatively, again, for those of people who've got the enamel, you can use the melting pot.
Yes, it is an alternative, but it's also an addition. It is really useful to have. So there's certain techniques that I will use hot water for, and I won't use the heat gun for, and vice versa.
Perfect. And with the melting pot, which we do have available, again, you have got the setting for the temperature.
Yes, you have. And I have to say that I don't know that the melting pot temperatures are absolutely accurate on that sliding scale, because to get it to the right temperature, on this one I'm needing to have it at about 104, and that's not really right, because I know that's not boiling. It's 60 to 70 degrees. And just as a quick test,
I was just going to say, how do you know?
Finger. Okay, if I can put my finger in for no more than a second, okay, it's hot.
Okay, but it's not burning.
Exactly, then you know that's about right. If you can't put your finger in at all, then it's too hot. And if you can put your finger in for ages, then you probably have a medical condition, or it's too cold.
My question is then, obviously what you're trying to suggest, what you're saying to us is that if you had, say, a pan of hot water, you need to have it consistently warm for a certain length of time?
You do. It's very frustrating if you just try using water from the kettle, because for a little bit it will be too hot and the plastic will become too soft. Then for a few minutes it'll be perfect, and then it'll get too cool.
Okay.
So it's really, really frustrating, and that's not what you want, because you want to concentrate on actually making rather than faffing around with the temperature of the hot water.
Perfect.
So I started with a pan on the hob.
Yep.
And you can also get sometimes in some of the discount shops some bigger pans with an electrical thermostat on it, which I find very useful, particularly if you're making bigger things and deeper things, because this is actually quite shallow.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's evaporating quite quickly, so I might need to top that up in a second.
Okay. So we're going to make some beads.
We are. We're going to start by making some beads. Now, I did do a very simple bead on the DVD, but we're going to take it to another level. So I'm going to cut across here. Just as a tip, try cutting the friendly plastic with straight across.
Okay.
Rather than fancy shapes. Okay.
Straight across.
Yes. So I'm going to use what I call my project sheet, which is small pieces of this. And we can do this with hot water, but I think the heat gun gives you a better finish. So turn it onto the high heat. And away we go.
If you do want the heat gun, again, let me just remind you, the code is LEFT84, and that's a 2-speed heat gun, and that's £14.95.
Blowing off.
Now, you can touch it while it's warming up. You don't have to be too...
You don't have to worry too much, but it might stick to your fingers a little. So I use a bit of oil or Vaseline or hand cream just to help stop the plastic from sticking to my fingers. If you find the heat gun's blowing it too much, just turn it to the lower setting.
Okay.
But for speed...
And what am I waiting for?
You can see it begin to collapse. It's gone glossy already, and it'll begin to collapse and start to look soft all over.
And can you overheat?
Yes, you can. That's the danger with the heat gun. You can overheat and it can bubble up and become too hot and sticky and difficult to work with. So just leave it sitting on the side and let it cool a bit before you start to work it. With the hot water, of course, it's never going to get hotter than the hot water, so that's perfect.
Right, perfect, okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to take my tool. Let me just show you the bend test. If it bends completely like that, you know it's soft enough to work with.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to just turn in my corners. Just roll them in. The aim is to hide all of the black, because it's just the foil surface.
And
that
is it
you
hot
want.
to touch?
Well, you roll that in your fingers.
Oh, no.
Roll it in your hands.
Well,
Make a nice, all the way around, make a round bead.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Can you see that, guys? I'm not...
That's it, a little bit rounder.
Oh, look.
And when you've got it as round as you like, pop it in the cold water. And I don't mind if it's not quite 100% round.
Yeah, it won't be to me. Let's just remember.
This is handmade beads.
Yeah, exactly. This is a Viki bead.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Oh
no! Look, I was really good there,
and then yes.
And actually, you can really. It doesn't matter. Time span is not too crucial. You don't have to be too anxious about it.
Is that nearly there?
That's not really. You could probably make that round.
Round it up a little, and then I'm just going to pop it into the cold water, straight away into the cold water, which is just there. If you put it on the side, it's still soft, so it's going to sag and it'll get a flat bottom.
Okay.
Which isn't necessarily what you want in a bead.
It's not attractive, really.
So I've put, I had been...
Are we looking for a Beyonce? Is that what we need? Fine.
Yes, absolutely. A Beyonce bead.
That'll be fine.
Now, it should have a little bit of give in there. I'm just... There's mice in there just to keep this water cool.
Okay.
And I'm just going to just turn this up a fraction because I do not want to skewer. This is my delightfully clean mat. And I'm just going to make a hole. Is that about where you can see?
Yeah, if I hold that for you.
Yeah. And now, because the plastic on the outside is hard, the inside is still soft and it doesn't distort when you're making the bead. A lovely lady called Mylene Hillman in Australia just came up with this technique. She was really, really good.
Fantastic.
But the temperature of the water and the size of the bead will determine how long you need to leave it in there for. Because if you leave it in for too short a time and try and do it, it'll squish. And if you leave it for too long, then the whole bead's hard and you can't push the needle tool or pokey tool through it.
Okay, and I guess trial and error, and you'll feel it.
Because you can always reheat it if it's gone hard, or you can drill it. Which,
Wow, I forgot that you can reheat it.
Yeah,
I was thinking to myself, what happens if you got it wrong? Actually, that's okay.
Yes.
You can go back to it again.
Most definitely you can. So we've made a simple round bead. I'm going to leave
Brilliant. Just to let you know, the oil is on the bottom of the screen there. It's only £1.95.
Yeah,
so that's
really useful.
That's
yes.
if I just hold that out,
Yeah.
that's it there. And it's £1.95, AQGP 45 available on our website, or alternatively just speak to our call centre and add to your order. Of course, 1p for the whole day. It's £2.95 for your postage and packing, and that is for the whole day. So whatever you add, as many times as you add, the good news is it's only 1p and p, so you may as well make the most of that. Now, you've cut off a little strip now.
I have, just a little piece, and I'm going to just cut some small squares because we're going to decorate this bead. And this is where good, sharp, strong scissors are good. And I'm going to put them upside down on my project sheet. Spread them out a bit.
I think I know what you're about to do.
Yeah.
And if you are doing what I think I do, you're very clever.
Well, we're going to see whether we scatter them to
Come on then.
So I'm going to start on the low setting and I'm going to start high up. One thing I do suggest is that you keep all of your friendly plastic miles away from where you're working.
Of course, because if it's exposed to heat, then it's going to start to
and
go.
then you'll have a very pretty multicoloured lump of friendly plastic, which isn't necessarily what you want.
Yeah, but then you could just melt it back down again and then start
could,
all
yes.
over again.
You wouldn't have to waste it, but it wouldn't be in its pristine condition. Now, I'm just trying to avoid sending these all over the place. So it might just take me a few moments to get them going. So, whoa. Some of the other heat guns are less blowy, and you won't have such a problem. You can also melt it on a skillet, a dry skillet.
Okay.
So.
And this is obviously just one aspect.
Yes.
This is literally just one ability. And when you start to consider, I don't know whether we can, while that's happening, if we just take a look at some of the exploration of different beads that Liz has created, you can see here every single opportunity. You can see or a gorgeous little, it's almost like a shell-like design. It's beautiful.
That's wrapping bits of friendly plastic around your bead. Sort of free-form modelling.
And you can see every single one is different. Every single one is unique. And you can see that there. How gorgeous are they?
They are going all over the place, but let's just take it back over here.
You see that one? It's amazing.
I've got at least one or two that are ready to just put on.
Okay.
So all I need to do is just take my bead and just touch it on, and it picks it up. And we'll just do a couple. Let's see whether we can pick that one up. That one's not coming yet. So we've got a couple there.
Yeah.
So we can then heat it a bit more while it's on your bead.
Oh, and you can see it's starting to curve onto the bead.
Yes, you can. And you don't want to heat it too much because you don't really want to soften your bead too much. And you can just then pat it down and carry on round, and then you get a bead. Well, there's one on there, but there's one just like that there, look. This one I actually cut round shapes out of. So can you see that one there?
Yeah.
Is that?
How cool is that?
There's a little...
like an orbit.
Or Sputnik, yes.
That's it, Sputnik, that's it,
Yes.
Sputnik. That's brilliant.
Yes.
So that's just the first beginnings
Yes.
of the friendly plastic. That's how you can create beads.
A really
you can make your
simple
own
bead.
patterns and prints, and you can see how they've been created. I mean, it looks like this one. Can you see that one?
That's little scraps of the friendly plastic in black made into some of my lace work, which I've then attached in the same way as I've just been attaching these little squares.
And the same again here.
I've textured it. This is a pair of earrings. I know that the beads are different on there, but personally I like having a slight difference. They're round, they've got the same drops, but they've got different effects on them.
And that's all from the friendly plastic?
Yes.
These are all resulting from friendly plastic?
And you can make the friendly plastic look like rusty metal, which is what I've got there. Or you can make it blingy, because it comes in blingy colours. And you can also make it directly onto head pins, or eye pins, which is what I've done here.
Which is there where you like cap them almost?
Yes, well you just wrap it around a head pin.
Right.
Which is really good. I mean, we can do that as well if you want to.
That's clever.
So.
So much going on, so much great response already. I'm not surprised by that. $27.95 for, now that's just, you've just showed us how to work with the strips. We're also going to go on to the cloud clay.
Yes.
So next up we are going to explore the cloud clay, which is all part of the same pack here, okay? So the whole pack includes the strips and the cloud clay, and we're going to come back to Liz later on, and she's going to take us via all of the information on how to work with the cloud clay. But before that, we have lots still to fit in on our big day here at Jewellery Maker. We will be heading with Liz to find out how to work with cloud clay, which is a part of the starter kit. But I have got a bundle to fit in before that. Oh, now then. Wow. Well, you don't get much more perfect than this. Well, it is idyllic. It is that lovely, soft, subtle lavender of amethyst that sets apart against these beautiful, more delicate tones of rose quartz and pearls. Wow, femininity in 3 strands. I mean, each one seems to be capturing another sense and another element of the Great Gatsby-esque feel, doesn't it? You've got there the glorious lavender amethyst rounds, 12mm in size. You've then got your rose quartz ovals. They are 18 by 13. And then to finish it all off, that final elegant twist, your pearls, 7 to 9mm classic elegant pearls. Now, for me, I work these together and I see so much potential. I think you've got this real sense of delicacy, a real sense of femininity, a sophistication, a Gatsby-esque look. You know, I think if you think, I've not seen the film yet, but I'm hoping and endeavouring to try and see it at some point soon. But I can imagine, you know, that quintessentially the 20s era is all about that sophisticated edge with the pearls and the dazzling tassels, and you've really got that captured perfectly within this 3-strand offer. Lavender amethyst, rose quartz, and your pearls all together for one price tag of, these prices are coming at you so quickly today, my goodness me, $12.95 is all you pay. Your lavender amethyst, rose quartz and pearl combination for less than £13. You need to dial us on the free phone number 0800 644 655, or of course you could join us on the web at www.JewelleryMaker.com, whichever way you're going to do it. Well, today is the day that you can't afford to miss out on for $12.95. We're talking there £4.30 a strand, £4.30 for pearls, £4.30 for amethyst. I mean, please just go and try and find anything like it anywhere else for that luxury of size and quality. And the nice thing is that I guess, you know, you could go past your local jeweller shop in the next couple of days and find an amethyst necklace, find an amethyst pendant, find an amethyst ring. What price tag would it be? What price tag would you be paying on it? Would it be £4? No, I don't think so either. And again, equally, you can go and try and find yourself some gorgeous pearl earrings. How much would you pay elsewhere for a classic pair of pearl earrings? I cannot believe that you're going to think that £4.32 is the price that you would anticipate paying, let alone for a whole strand, but for paying for just 2 pearls in a single pearl pair. Oh, that's quite difficult. A pearl pair of earrings. You can't imagine £4.32. Can you? You can't imagine handing over £4.32 for a strand or just a pair of pearl earrings, it seems almost unbelievable. That's exactly what we've achieved. That's exactly what we've done with each one of these strands. A fantastic offer. Your price tag is £12.95. It's your flower, bloods, amethyst, quartz and pearl combination is less than £13. Now moving straight. Ooh, now this is just to show you how Mother Nature works on spectrums, and it feels like from one scale to another scale altogether. You've got the delicate tones from that gorgeous floral combination, and then you have much more of the richer, much more of the more intense qualities. Oh, they're gorgeous as well. Yeah, they are just lovely. How about this? Star Sodalite working alongside your blue stripe agate 10mm, working alongside your white quartz corner drill cube 6mm. Dazzling and delightful, known as the stars out at sea. Oh, what a lovely way to describe it. That is a perfect way to describe it, isn't it? You can imagine that little sailboat under the starry night sky, and you really do have all of those gorgeous textures of tone coming through, and that's what I see here, tonal qualities, where you've got those gorgeous azure blues, then you've got your denim blues, and then you've got your royal blues, and then you've got your midnight blues, and you've got them all brought together in that combination, and they're just, those cubes just seem to add a little bit more of a dazzle. They add just a little bit more of a shimmer, a sparkle, like the moon just casting a light over the movement of the water on that night sky, in that night water, you know, that moonlight flickering. Lovely. That's what I mean by the night of the silvery moon. You know, you think that glistening across the water. That's the type of quality you've got thanks to that quartz. It's a three-strand offer. I was about to say 3-star offer, 3-strand offer. And we're going to do that price again, you know. We're going to go down to $12.95. Yes, it's $12.95 again. Now let me just show you how well these complement each other in this fantastic piece of jewellery. I mean, that really just show you how well these work together. The lovely Sue made this from our beady beaders. Thank you, ladies. And as you can see, they're creating a very, very strong, I mean, they just work so well together. They are very complementary, aren't they? The colours and the shades. I kind of feel like the rounds really complement the stars. It feels like that just, and then with the cubes, they just add another little element of shape, but also, as I say, a bit of sparkle as well. $12.95. It's the stars out at sea that you've got a combination of Sodalite stars, your agate and your quartz drilled cubes. A beautiful look, fantastic complement. $12.95 is all you pay. We've got loads to fit in today. I think you've got the sense that this is a big, big day here at Jewellery Maker. Getting bigger by the second with offers like those and like this. Ooh. Now then, let's show you them together and then let's show you them individually, because I think we have to accept that these are very esteemed gemstones. You've got your black onyx faceted rounds. These are a 5mm strand, and I have to say to you, I'm looking at these and I'm just saying this is almost hematite-like. And you may have seen on Saturday the gorgeous Hannah Oxbury joining us, and she's saying that they found a new location, and they've actually found a new type of onyx coming through, and it's that highly polished, almost metallic-esque finish, just something new. And that's the thing about the gem world, it's never stopping. You know, new gem hunters, I know that not so long back, actually, if you got the DVD about Kenya, You know, if you bought the charity bracelet on our birthday marathon, we did a bracelet, and we also gave you a DVD of Steve, one of our gem hunters and our boss, out in Kenya, and they thought that they'd found a brand new blue garnet, and never in their lives, a handful of times have they ever found blue garnet naturally, and so Steve had been told that over in Kenya they thought that they'd found blue garnet, and so he'd gone out there, and as well as working alongside us and learning about the tribes people of the Samburu region, and then of course effectively us now starting to work alongside them in charity efforts, he also went to try and find the blue garnet. Now, finding brand new gemstones or finding new yields of new gemstones is incredibly difficult, and as Steve's trip proved, fruitless in many occasions. No such thing as, actually I think they decided it was blue sapphire in the end, but here, as you can see, we're sourcing gemstones and we're trying to give you something new, and this is something new that you won't have seen very often. It's a new yield of your black onyx, creating almost hematite like luster, faceted rounds, 5mm 18cm strand. You've then got your green onyx, and I find it so difficult to not parallel this gemstone to the top grade Zambian emerald. I find it so hard to not just call this emerald, because whenever I look at it, the colour is so essential emerald green that really the only thing that gives it its onyx-like luxury is its clarity. Because of course, if it was emerald, it would have clarity characteristics called jardin. They would be adding a different type of finish to the stone. Whereas here, you do have a haziness about it. You do have that mossy-like quality internally, but actually, this is what I want from my gemstones. I like clarity in gems. I like to have, I think I'm quite a black and white person, and I think you do have that very pure feeling about those emerald greens thanks to the onyx. So if you want to get that very seamless look to your gemstone jewellery, you've certainly got the chance to do that with this 2-strand offer. Brand new onyx and a feature strand of your green onyx in the graduated faceted drops, 8x5 to 13x8mm in a 16cm strand. It's 2-strand offer. There's definitely a luxury sitting within this 2-strand combination. Your price tag, $14.95 for both strands. Not individual strands. I'm sure that you would expect individual strands to go in there, but no. We are talking here $14.95 for both strands. We're working at £7.50 a strand. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. 0800 644 655. An amazing, add it to your order deal. Got to remember that with every one of these offers that you're already paying $2.95 for your postage and packing. You can add as many times as you like on that single P&P. You can add as many times as you like. Congratulations. If you've already bought the friendly plastic today, perhaps you got the early bird of that satin cord. You've already bought from us. You've already paid your postage packaging. You can add as many times as you like on that single P&P. Because if you want the express delivery, I think there might be a lot of people who want to get that friendly plastic home as fast as they possibly can. It's only still $4.95, so it's still less than a $5 if you want the express delivery. Congratulations if you've got that emerald green of onyx and then this brand new yield of black onyx with those amazing hematite metallic edges. $14.95. Congratulations, $14.95. Gorgeous. Now then, straight to yeah. How about this? Well, I've shown you it for long enough. It's what? Gosh, nearly 2 hours into the show. Oh, my life. Oh, Now this is where they say time flies when you're having fun, because I tell you what, whew, I can't quite believe it. Well, I've been showing you this for the last hour and 3/4, and I'm sure that hour and 3/4 couldn't have gone fast enough for a strand like this to come on your way. We are looking here at one of our top selling type strands, because these drops are just the big look of the moment for many of our jewellery makers. See, the thing is, you only need one. Just one will create that focal point to the neckline. You need a simple chain or perhaps a nice bit of cord, and you've got yourself an exclusive piece of jewellery by just using one of these gemstones. Of course, as well, equally, with each one of those gems could be a centerpiece for a pair of earrings. All you need is shepherd hooks, or perhaps even your earring posts, and add one of those gorgeous focal point gemstones, and you've got yourself a luxury pair of earrings. It doesn't take a mathematician to know that you are getting a lot of opportunity when you're getting so many beautifully faceted, almost briolette style cut gemstones. They're classified as drops because you don't quite have the bulbous. Briolette are always a bulbous-like feel, but these are a little bit flatter, so if I profile them you might be able to see there what I'm talking about. But briolette, in terms of their faceting detail, lots and lots of individuality to each stone cut, and the cut of a gemstone is essential to bring out the quality of it. You know, you could have a great gemstone, but if you don't get the right cut, then you'd never know that it was that quality. So this is all about highlighting, making the most, getting the very best out of your gemstones by cutting them to quality standards, as we have proved to you for the past 3 years. We have quality control that's pretty much 4 to 5 layers of ensuring that before this gemstone comes to wear, before we put this strand to wear, it has gone through rigorous quality control tests. And actually that happens over in our cutting houses, that happens when it comes into our building, it happens via our control team in production, and then it happens before it even comes to wear with the likes of myself and Laura and Cass. We all look at this quality, because we don't want to put our names to anything when it's not quite right. You know, we'll only put our name to the luxury, the quality, because that's what a reputation is built upon, and that's our reputation right now, for quality at a great price tag. Did I say a great price tag, Laura? I said quality for a great price tag. Laura, my producer, she's giving me the nod. She's got a great price tag. It's 115 carats of your blue colour coated quartz, beautifully faceted to the quality and luxury that you've come to expect from us. 10-7 to 19 by 12 millimetre, 18 centimetre strand. For what price tag? Luxury for less. That's a good price. How many gemstones are you getting for that price tag? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 on this strand. So let's say on the average you're getting 20, just to be cautious. If we said, what, 20 on a strand, what does that work out at? 60p? 74 pence. How's that? 74 pence a gemstone. What do you buy for 74p these days? I tell you what, you have to have 80p to buy anything from our vendor machine. You do, you need 80 pence to get anything from our vendor machine. And actually, our vendor machine it's got whatever they do. You know how like, people pay for something before that? Yeah, so 84p, 74p, 74 pence. You couldn't even get a chocolate bar. And yeah, here you are, you're getting featured genuine gemstones. Absolutely breathtaking quality. Look at that, individually cut, individually optimised and maximised to get the very finest out of your gemstones. Would we grade this as like an azure blue? Is that a fair colour compliment? Is that the way that you describe it? Azure blue. Gorgeous qualities, clarity as well, which we can enhance thanks to the cut of the stone. $14.95, and of course lots of people very much connecting to this offer. $14.95, that's less than 75p for each one of these gemstones. A glorious look. Congratulations if you'd like to join me You can, of course, join us on the phone lines, or you can join us on the web. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee for every one of our offers today, from the friendly plastics to our featured gemstones to our deluxe gem selection offer. Everything that you buy from us comes with 30 days for you to make your decision, because the one thing about these pieces is that we are so confident with the quality. As I say, because of the rigorous quality standards that we put into our gem strands, we are so very, very confident that we don't believe we'll get any returns. In fact, our return policy is not taken up very often. I'm not going to say it's not taken up at all, because that wouldn't be true, but really our returns are minimal. It's a very, very impressive returns policy. If you ask other places, if you asked other channels, or if you asked other companies about their returns policy, they'll say that they lose a lot of money in returns. We've learnt the lesson. Give quality, then you won't get it back. That's exactly the principles here. $14.95. Congratulations if you got that one. Gorgeous blue coated quartz graduated faceted pairs. And it's time for another look at the Wall of Fame.
Right.
56 is Shirley from Fair Oak. Hi Shirley, she says, here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. I loved making this set using clear carved quartz, pearls and silver plated wire from Jewellery Maker. I had a big 0 birthday recently. I was given a Jewellery Maker voucher, so I'm trying to decide what course to come on, so looking forward to seeing you. Love the shows. And that's Shirley. Well, Shirley, I don't know whether you need to come on a course of, certainly not for tiara making or for beading. Maybe an enamel course or
friendly plastic.
Friendly plastic.
There we go.
Oh, maybe that's the idea. That'd be nice. That's a majestic piece of jewellery. Congratulations. I presume that this has been a commission, or because that's extraordinary. Yes. Lucky bride.
She goes to Sainsbury's in that.
Oh yes, why not? I tell you what, every day should be a tiara day. Shirley, gorgeous. You're number 56.
Right, I'm number 59.
Lovely.
And this is from Jill Elliott. And she says, hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm particularly cheerful today after winning £100 on the Wall of Fame.
Oh, is that Jill?
Last Wednesday,
it was
yes.
Jill. I thought that your thing. Yay,
well done, that's brilliant.
So exciting.
What did she say this? I really couldn't believe my luck. And she's put lots of little smiley faces. I'm really grateful, thank you. Now I can buy that 100-metre spool of wire and other things I've been wishing for so long.
Oh, fabulous.
Loads and loads of things for that. Here's my latest Wall of Fame entry. I love the large fuchsia agate bead I found in my bead scoop the other week. In fact, I ordered a whole strand the other day. The other piece is a memory wire bracelet with pink quartz and other gemstones and gold-plated copper beads, all from JM. Love to you all, from Jill.
Congratulations, Jill. You never know. Could be 2 weeks in a row for Jill. You just don't know. It is literally just random, and so you never know who's going to win next, do we? 57, I have got Joyce from Edmonton. She says her latest entry to the Wall of Fame is a birthday present for her friend Sophie. First time using the wire twisting tool that she got from JM. She's got a black obsidian, purple striped agate, blue quartzite, and the lovely aluminium beads in turquoise and purple. The wire coils on the pendant and wire used in the earrings are all 0.8, and she said that she can't wait for the leather cord to arrive so she can get stuck into a macrame project. She says, really enjoying watching the shows, watch most days. Please can we have Jewellery Maker on Freeview all day, as my husband tells me off for using so much of our limit on broadband watching the evening show online. Oh, I'm sorry, Joyce. Well, we can't promise, but we'll see what we can do, but no promises at the moment. If we could, we would. I think that would be the answer. 57 you are, Joyce, and just apologise. Tell you what, Joyce, to Joyce's husband, right, she's a lovely lady, right, and she has one passion, and that's jewellery. And look at what happens to Joyce's husband. Are you going to deny such a beautiful, lovely lady the chance to watch on the broadband Jewellery Maker?
Well, exactly. He just has to increase the size of his broadband package.
Absolutely.
That's the answer.
Increase his package. Right then, 60.
Yes, number 60. This is very autumnal.
Isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And this is from Claire Davidson. Hi all, here's my entry this week. A necklace, bracelet and earring set. Everything from JM. I love the giraffe print and the shell leaves. They just went perfectly. I made a wire flower to feature on the necklace. Hope it's good enough to show. Have a wonderful bank holiday weekend. Best wishes, Claire. Sunny Cornwall.
Yes, so well.
It's very autumnal, I think, actually.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because when you see that, I do get autumn, but I just see those green leaves and I go, oh no, that's lush for spring and summer.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, fabulous. Really well done. And I have got David. Hello, David. He says, this is my first entry to the Wall of Fame and my first jewellery using genuine gemstones. Oh, congratulations, David. He says, this is a simple stretchy bracelet using blue magnesite, all from Jewellery Maker, a stone I'd never heard of before watching Jewellery Maker, and green seed beads from my stash. There we go. The charm is a broken earring that someone was going to throw away. See, that's the thing. You should never throw anything away. That's the nicest thing about Friendly Plastic is there's no loss, is there? Thanks to all the guest designers and presenters for the entertainment and inspiration. You're very welcome, David, and congratulations. Your first entry to the Wall of Fame, but hopefully not your last. And you are 58, and our fingers are crossed for you. You never know. This week it might be yours. Of course, that is the draw happens on Wednesday with myself and Sheila, and you could be finding out whether you got either £50 or £100 credited to your Jewellery Maker account if you are pulled out of the draw. If your name or if your entry isn't seen on the Wall of Fame over the week, don't panic. You are automatically entered into the Wall of Fame. It's just that we just don't get a chance to be able to show everybody's on a week-to-week basis. I wish we did, but it's just time doesn't allow that. We've got so much still to fit in. We've got another deal on our Friendly Plastic because, of course, we've got to show another demonstration of how to explore other aspects of it, including cloud clay. So we're going to go and do that within the show, and we also have the oozing technique.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And we've got jewel enamels as well.
So much to fit in, but before that, I'm going to keep on shifting this way because we have got for you an amazing bundle of glorious evening jewellery again. Oh, I tell you what, somebody's trying to tell me that I need to go out. Somebody's telling me this jewellery is kind of saying, come on, Vix, you need a night out. My sister keeps texting me that. My sister, every so often she just goes, free for a night out? And I just go, what is the word free? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, my hand's gone funny. We have got for you an amazing combination. Oh, very much about evening again. I don't know why I say evening, because that's not... It could be a gorgeous, nice suit and open shirt collar, and you want to just add a little bit of a lift of colour and texture to your jewellery. But there's something about this. Maybe it's the hematite. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe hematite says to me evening wear because it's just a little bit of that glitzy disco ball effect, metallic quality. Now then, you are getting here. Now let me just get this right because that's not quite right. So we'll talk about these first. So you can see you've got your hematite faceted rounds. These are 36 centimetre strands, so it's a full 36 centimetre strand. It is your 7 millimetre. So that's your 7 millimetre hematite. Look at that dazzling away. Doesn't that look fab? Doesn't that look absolutely fabulous? So you can see how the movement of that gemstone catches the light. You've then got your rose quartz. Now these are very, very popular as seed beads. We just can't get enough of them at the moment. And of course, what we've got to remember is that probably about 6 months ago, we could not get seed beads for love nor money. They just were not around in the marketplace. Do you want to know why? It's because they're so difficult to shape, so small and so intricate that effectively it's just a case of investing time to create something. And there were many, many carving houses, many cutting houses that were just not justifying the time to make seed beads because effectively they could make their money on the larger gemstones and invest less time to cut the stone. But of course, you know what we're like. We go and find, we go and search, and we go and create our own, if not, to get these to you. Seed beads, very popular, take a lot of time and craftsmanship to get that intricacy of craftsmanship, and that lovely luxury of delicate tone just adds that little hint of something special. Now, a little hint of something special from your rose quartz. How about adding these. Now, the photograph on the website is not right. I make apologies, but we have had a little bit of a photo error and a product error, so I make apologies that the photograph that you're looking at on the website does not show the calla lilies. Okay, so you'll see the hematite, you'll see the rose quartz, but actually it's this strand that you're looking at on the website, but that's not right. The actual strand you're getting, and the reason this is very important to me, making a very obvious reason, is because you're getting your calla lilies, and we have not had enough calla lilies in recently. These are your fancy jasper 27 by 12 millimeter calla lilies, probably one of our most popular shapes in a gemstone, and as you can see, every single one of them is uniquely carved. You know, we've talked about the quality and the time that it takes to craft the seed beads of the rose quartz. We've got to equally accept the fact that the craftsmanship in a strand like this is extra special. These are breathtaking. This is the quality and the luxury of your carves craftsmanship, of your fancy jasper calla lilies. They are probably one of our biggest requested shapes. Once you've worked with them, you want more. They fly out the building. In fact, I know for a fact that I've sold most of these strands in a single outing. They come to wear and then you don't see them again. I expect the same to happen on this offer. I do have people on the line. So you've got your hematite, you have got your calla lilies of jasper, and you've got your seed beads of rose quartz, all for one price tag of, even for the calla lilies, even for the you'd pay that for just the calla lilies. And if you can you remember the gorgeous bouquet that Laura Binding made using the calla lilies? If you've seen it, oh my goodness me, it's absolutely. In fact, Kaz, can we just grab that? It's just there. It's I can't quite reach it, but it's just there. Can you see that beautiful bouquet? Yeah, that's it. Calla lilies could create the most extra special design. Look at that. So if you wanted to add a little bit of drama, perhaps you wanted to add a little bit more richer qualities to the calla lily combination, you could do that. You could get that result thanks to these amazing gemstones. So you have here your calla lilies, your rose quartz, and you've also got your hematite. I believe that will be a sellout deal. Congratulations to you. $11.95. Loads of people on the lines. I can't believe we've just done that. Now, we have got coming your way, straight after the break, your deluxe gem selection. Now, this is your tube of Moonstone and quartz. So it's a full tube, loose gemstones, a little bit about the same principles as your bead scoop, but this time we're giving you your deluxe gemstones within a scoop, and of course you've got this fantastic pyramid tube to store them in as well. Also, of course, we will be exploring even more of the friendly plastic with the cloud clay after the break, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about something that's happening today at 2 o'clock. It's with our lovely Linda. Keep watching and we'll find out more.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we have a commitment to providing genuine gemstones. We do that by up to 3 lab tests, and we have our own in-house gemologists. That therefore means that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
Your deluxe gem selection coming now. Pick up the phones and be prepared. You're going to be holding for quite some time because we have got another big deal. It is a big deal because these are so popular. Just like our bead scoops. The moment we talk about them, I think we've only ever done maybe one or two of these since we started them. And whenever they come to air, it feels like there's just this massive everybody gone, brilliant idea, brilliant price tag, won it, got it, bang on. And the only bad news is that quantity-wise, it is first come, first served, and that's always just like with our bead scoops. I tell you what, I think I sold something like 1,000 bead scoops within about 3 minutes the last time, and that was on our birthday day. I had about 1,000 bead scoops, and they sold in about 3 minutes. That's how serious everybody loves this combination. The same principle has got to be said for this opportunity here, your deluxe gem selection. Now your combination is of Moonstone and smoky quartz. Well, couldn't get much more of a better complement. If I just show you how this is. This is revealed. And it's such a great idea. It's such a really good idea, isn't it? And then it is as simple as this. Ollie says he would like you to know that this is seriously full because he opened another one of these to get it photographed in this, just like there, because obviously he's pre-recorded that, and he said he actually found it really difficult to try and get all of the gemstones back in again. So that just goes to show how full it is. And it says here, remove this label to open. So I'm going to do like a bit of an Alice in Wonderland, and I'm going to open it like so. Let's see how we get on. I know, I'm just so frightened that it goes like a cracker, which is more likely when I'm around. We can imagine that, can't we? Let me... Nice. Thanks for that, Ollie.
Do you want a knife or scissors?
Let's see. I just don't want to... I'm frightened that I'm going to just open it up and all of a sudden it all comes...
Try the scissors.
There you go, there we are. Oh, it's because I haven't pulled the seal off. That's always helpful. The reason I can't get the lid off is because there's still a seal there, Vix. You can see that there. Whoops-a-daisy. Right then, ready? So let's see how many you're getting. God, there's loads! Ollie, you're right. That's going to be like the Krypton factor to try and get them back in again, isn't it? Let's set them a challenge, or like crystal mirrors. Who needs to go into the crystal dome when you've actually put gemstones into a tube? You've got here an amazing amount of gemstones, lots, and these are the luxury. You know, this is not just your standard bead scoop quality of gemstone. These are more of your luxury strands. And of course, we all know that Moonstone, I mean, look at that example of Moonstone. That is what I'm talking about. Great quality gemstones. That is the iridescent lush qualities. Actually, I shouldn't call it iridescence. I've got to call it by its name. It's an adulorescence. It's the exact quality of light reaction. It's the technical way to describe the iridescent qualities and shimmer that you get from Moonstone. Now let's just pick up some gorgeous smoky quartz as well. Look at how clear that quartz is. We've got a lot of gems. Gosh, look at that. Look at how clear that is. Wow. That's like the shape of a cocoa bean, isn't it? But you can see there how clear it is and how rich the chocolates are. You are going to get some beautiful peach tones within this Moonstone as well. You are going to get... Now, I've got already 80 allocated. That's the kind of day we've got today. People buying before we even talk about the price. It's just the kind of day it is. That's what we often find on a launch day, that we have people who are expecting us to do great prices, and so therefore buy early, and then are rewarded by guaranteeing that they've got whatever they want, but obviously without having to worry about whether they're going to lose out, but getting a great price automatically. So you're getting lots and lots. Your smoky quartz, your Moonstone and your peach Moonstone all mixing together, creating a very, very beautiful, I'd call this much more of a neutral palette, where you've got those richer chocolates, caramels, and then some beautiful nude tones. Gorgeous look. A carat weight of guaranteed 300 carats. Guaranteed 300 carats. And all for one price tag. It is your big offer of the day, deluxe gem selection. What have we got? How low can we go? The answer is... I can tell you now, Liz has she actually had a drink in her hand, and she had this just went that. You did that classic. You literally did
Yes.
do like it was like the Carry On moment where you. $9.95. No, not surprising. We have got a lot of reaction on that one. An amazing amount. I mean, how many are you going to get? Let's just think. Let's just have a look. How many do I reckon you're going to get? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I do apologise. I do believe I'm getting a cold, and you may have heard the beginning, but not the end of my sneeze there. You may have heard me go, and then Ollie cut my microphone as I sneezed. So I apologise, but I do have a little bit of, I think I've got a tickly nose. I've got children who have certainly got colds, and I think I might have picked it up. So I apologise that happened. But human nature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I reckon about 80. I reckon about 80 gemstones I'm counting there. But that, of course, is just me giving you some kind of idea, not giving you a guarantee of quantity, etc. But you certainly get an idea of this is a big opportunity. I've got queues of around about 30 to 40 seconds. That is 30 to 40 seconds on those 4 lines for your amazing, amazing deluxe gem selection. Go on then, let's see if I can fit them all in. Let's see if I can get them all in. In they go. I bet you I can't, because it's already full and I've got loads still to go in. Look at how full it is, and I've still got loads to go back in again. Okay, you are getting loads. I think that tube is actually quite deceiving. Okay, that is a lot. Cass, I'm just going to leave the rest with you. I'll leave the hardest part. Oh no, see? Amazing amount. A lot of gemstones. A lot of gemstones. I can't even get the lid on. I can't get the lid on. Congratulations, you got that $9.95. Now we're heading over with a wipe of the nose to the lovely Liz to take us through the next section.
Yes.
Now, the next section, same in the principles of pricing though, because we're not adding any on to the starter pack.
No.
This is just all part of the starter pack.
It is.
So we've done the working with the beads and creating out of
Just
the friendly
simple
plastic.
beads, yes.
But then we're now going to explore also the cloudy clay.
Cloud clay.
Cloud clay, not
Yes.
cloudy.
No, it's cloud clay because I think it's light and puffy, and that's all.
Right. So cloud clay is what?
It is a sort of clay that's an air drying clay. I've got a little bit wrapped up in here from having made all these other pieces.
Okay.
The reason why I use cloud clay is because sometimes if you want to make a big focal statement, you don't want just small things, then it works out to be quite heavy and much more expensive if you're just using friendly plastic. So if you use some form of substrate like this,
yes,
then it's perfect because it's so light and it's so easy to use.
And you've kept this wrapped up
In cling film and things.
Okay, and you're just... Oh,
It's gorgeous, and smell it. It smells pretty good as well.
Oh,
And it seems strange to get
that's
you know,
interesting.
hung up on the smell, but some of these air dry clays are not very nice to smell. So
now when you say air dry, to what kind of timing am I talking here? How long have I got to play?
oh, you've got quite a while. You've got 20 minutes or so to keep working with it, and then it'll start to get a little stiffer.
Okay.
But of course, if you don't want to use all of it, you just put it in, wrap it up in the cling film or whatever. So I'm going to just take a bit of it and put it in here, the rest in here, and wrap it up. You can keep playing and make yourself a shape out of that.
Okay, I'm going to make a shape. My children are going to be delighted with me.
So I just wrap that up because I've had this open since the middle of last week. So you can see that it lasts for quite a long time, as long as you've wrapped it really tightly in cling film. So with the cloud clay, the kids love it. It is a children's product. But yes, you really are on something today, I think.
I know what I've made.
But you can just simply shape it.
Sorry. I get serious now.
Yeah, you can just shape it in your hands, and it's perfectly safe for the children, of course. And I'm going to just shape a very simple shape. I base my designs over here, this sort of design, excuse me, reaching across to you, on a Japanese inro. It's a simple shape, which is perfect for covering with friendly plastic.
And if I wasn't like me, if I'm not naturally crafty or creative.
You can use a mould, yes.
Could I use a mould?
You can use moulds.
Okay.
Any mould.
Do you know that mould over there that you've got? Can I borrow that?
Yeah, you can borrow that one. There we
Okay,
go.
thanks. Just take away the because I'm sure there's lots of people out there who are probably very much like me who love the effect but not naturally gifted like your good self.
Can make really simple shapes. That's not a difficult shape to make. You made a bead this morning. You could just make a big round bead and cover that in friendly plastic too, and then you'll have a really nice focal but lightweight bead. So
I'm going to press mine in.
Yeah. While you're working on that and pressing it in there, the other thing you can do with cloud clay, which is quite fun, is using up the last bits. I made stamps, and that's just a piece of paper that I've just and I've just used ink pad and stamped. So you can make your own stamps with it for those people who like paper crafting and things like that.
That's
just
a great
added
idea,
extra.
isn't it?
It's great to do with the children as well.
Oh, my kids are going to love this.
It really is good fun. And the other thing then, while we're just talking about pure cloud clay, the two, see, look, brilliant.
Look at me, Mum.
You can highlight that with gleems as well, the metallic wax. But the two necklaces over there, they are both made just with cloud clay.
Okay.
So you make a shape, and then you can paint it with acrylic paints, but I've used the mica powders. And you just put it in a palette with a bit of water, and it makes lovely paints, and you can just build up the layers.
No way.
It's really gorgeous luster on them. So you can see, I think I've got a little flower there, which is the same as the ones that I made.
Yes, here on this necklace.
And they just get coloured with mica powders.
So you just add a little bit of water to the mica powders, and hey presto, you've got yourself a paste.
Yes,
or a paint.
That is like watercolour. So if I went back in there with some water, it would loosen it all up and I could carry on painting. That's why I haven't washed that out, because I can still use those colours.
And you've not just used the mica powders, but you've also used the gilding flakes as well on this. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, I've used it on the friendly plastic, which is what we're going to do. Ooh. So I'm going to move your lovely piece there.
Now I just need to reiterate one thing to everybody who's watching. The $27.95 is everything within one pack. Okay, so you're going to get the sticks of the friendly plastic, and you've also got this cloud clay, which is what we're about to show you here. The other laser foils. Laser mesh.
Get me going then.
Laser mesh. Those are for another technique which we're going to take you through, which is called oozing.
Yes.
Now, but the thing is that this is all in one package for £27. I say £30 because my head is going, well, that's basically your postage and packaging paid for, so it's 30 quid done, isn't it? And so my mind is just thinking, for £30, what do you get that has so much diversity? Normally £30 is one piece of jewellery that has one result and one aesthetic.
Yes.
Whereas here, for the $27.95, well, you've already seen how to make your beads with your friendly plastic. You're now seeing how to create something. My kids are going to love this, mind. My kids are going to adore this. And then you can see how you can change it up. And I will just show you that it still has, well, this one in particular, this is your cloud clay. And can you see as it does have a little softness to it? It's still holding its shape, but it is very tactile, very tactile. So how do we get on?
What I'm going to do, I'm using up some of my friendly plastic scraps.
Okay.
And I'm putting them in the hot water.
Ah.
Yep, we're going to use
Okay,
the
I didn't
melting
notice
pot.
you'd done that.
Yep, I thought we'd just get that going. And I save all of my scraps, even things that are way smaller than that, just tinsy little shavings. I save it all because it will soften and we can use it again.
Okay.
So I then have my cloud clay base, which I've just let that one dry. I think I made that one yesterday.
Okay.
So 24 hours and you can use it. You can actually do it while it's still soft and squishy, but obviously the shape will deform as
a little bit.
Yes, as
Okay.
you work with it. So a lot of the time I prefer to make it, leave it to dry for a bit. Okay. Now the aim is not necessarily to use up the, have the colour of the friendly plastic on it, because I'm going to recolour it. But what I'm going to do is pick up, I don't want my needle tool to touch the base in here. So.
No, but you're just asking this. And how long does it take to soften?
30 seconds to a minute.
Right.
I've got a tiny little hard patch in there, so I'm just going to just soften that fractionally a bit more. What I'm going to do now is take the gilding flake.
Okay, and that's to replicate, almost to recreate this look.
It is. I'm just going to dry my hands a moment. And we're going to also use a rolling pin as well. Okay, so these were all my scraps.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to roll that out and sort of make it into a simple shape. Squish it out. Roll it out. Just a bit, until it's about the right thickness. So you want it to be about the same thickness as a normal piece of friendly plastic. Okay, so it's got colour on it. I'm going to go for the side that hasn't got too much colour on. I just find a piece of kitchen roll, or I want it to be dry for the next bit. See, this isn't messy, it's just a bit soggy.
Okay.
That's all. You do get a little bit of water on everything. Okay, now we've got to go back to the heat gun, and we're going to make this sticky. So this is a fantastic way of using up your scraps.
Okay.
You can make wonderful things just out of your scraps. And it's what often people say to me, well, you know, I've got lots of offcuts and I've just thrown them away. Well, that's bonkers. Don't do that. Don't do that, yeah.
Don't lose out on anything.
Exactly. So if I do this on here...
They're lovely then.
They're fantastic, aren't they? They come in lots of colours. So I'm going to roll that in there.
And we are going to do a special Gilding Flakes offer for you so that you can replicate this. The whole point of today was just for us to give you everything in terms of opportunity to create. So, for example, you've seen the heat gun, right? You've got the chance to be able to purchase that. You've seen the friendly plastic, right? You've got the chance to on that. That's $27.95. You've seen the Gilding Flakes, right? We've got the chance to be able to give you that. So we're going to do all that's literally, we want to be able to show you instruction that then has the exact opportunity to create and replicate what you're seeing Liz creating in front of us now.
I'm going to do a little bonus, having said about creating. I'm just going to use some of the mica powders so that you can see on that side there, which is just a little bit tacky. I'm just going to brush on some mica powders and they go in.
That's not even wet.
No, it's just hot and sticky from the heat gun, and it sticks there.
Look at that.
And if somebody says, well, won't that come off against the skin? Well, yes, but all my jewellery I always seal with a clear varnish.
Okay.
Afterwards, everything.
What kind of clear varnish?
An acrylic one, a water-based one. Don't use the solvent-based ones because with a lot of these things they can shift the colour slightly. So go for a clear one. If you want to then coat it in resin afterwards, so say for instance this one here, that's actually got a resin coating on it, but you have to put a water-based varnish over the top first.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll find that you might get colour shifts.
Okay, so you water-based varnish
and then you
on most of your
yes, I do.
products. Okay.
And the nice thing about that is you've got satin and matte and gloss finishes if you want.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to, I think for safety, I'm going to heat that briefly again. With the gilding flake, you really need to heat it really well and push the gilding flake in well, otherwise you may find it starts to come away and you don't really want that at all. So you can use your rolling pin, but I actually like using my finger to burnish it in. Okay, right, what we've got to do now, I'm going to just use this piece here first of all. I'm going to cut that off and I'm going to use another colour to put against it. So that was my little sample piece. We're going to put these two pieces together. Now you can do this by heating it at the edges in hot water, which is what I like to do. Just touch the edges in hot water. This is a really useful way of being able to join pieces together. And then you touch them together. Nice straight line, and that should be a permanent join.
And while Liz is just showing us part of this with the gilding flakes, it's probably worth us giving you the chance to actually own them while we see it in action. So as you can see here, you're going to get a special deal actually. We're going to do a special offer. We're going to do your gilding flakes on 1, 2, 3 pots So you're going to get 3 pots. You've got your bronze, you've got your silver, and you've also got your mixed tone. We've seen how gorgeous the mixed tone is absolutely beautiful, and how gorgeous the colours are and the tones. You've got all 3 here. You've got all 3 gilding flakes. Now they're £6 individually, or today you buy 2, you get 1 free. I said you buy 2, you get 1 free. Yes, we're going to give you that special deal today. That's what the day is about. It's about giving you opportunity to get involved and to really get something special for your jewellery making. So you've got here your gilding flakes. They're £6 each, or for 3. We're going to give you a buy 2, get 1 free. You've got your copper colour, you've got your silver colour, and you've got your mixed metallic colours together. Gilding flake pots, and these gilding flakes go for so far.
They do. You open that, you can't get it back in again. They explode.
Yeah.
Yes, I tend to put them empty into one of these.
Into the larger pots,
yes,
because they seem to just go on, don't
definitely.
they?
What I've done is I've just heated those 2 upside down, and can you see that that's not bending completely? So you know that it's not soft enough.
Okay, you just got to read it.
Yes. The bend test is a really good way of checking to see whether it's soft enough. I'll just heat that a bit longer. It shouldn't take long. Pay attention to your edges, and if you notice when I'm going around, I'm keeping the heat gun close to, and not holding it too far away. So the bend test, and I know it's soft enough. Okay. What I want to do now is I'm going to pick this up on here. So I'm going to place that just on there.
Yeah.
This is my solid piece of cloud clay. And I'm just going to wrap it around. Okay, and then I can ease the bits together. Can you see that? Just ease them together. And there, look, that looks still as though it needs a little bit more warmth. Just give it a bit more.
And we just keep on manipulating it.
You do.
Until you get to a result like this.
That's exactly right.
Isn't that amazing? It's just so clever.
And you can heat the edges in the hot water as well if you want to if rather than using the heat gun, and you can just dip it in the hot water.
Just like you did to bring the 2 together, you could just dip, warm it up, and just give it that.
Yeah.
It's just exceptional. I mean, you can start to see, look at that. Oh, it's so clever. So the cloud clay can either be just like this, as its own individual unique look, or alternatively, you can add the friendly plastic
over the top
to add another texture and another.
Yes, but what it does is, it gives bulk and lightness, so that something really heavy, looks really big and heavy, actually is as light as anything. And for some of us who are not super slim like you, we quite like something which is a bit bulkier in the way of jewellery.
I tell you what, forget about that. I'll have all of these. Do you know what I mean? There's that real style about it, isn't it? A real boldness. $11.95. You can see there the gilding flakes really coming into action on this piece, and certainly with the way that Liz has been working with them on the demonstration, you can really see how exciting the results can be. And you can layer them up, I presume, can you? Like this, because you've added a little bit of a nice pink thick run through.
Yes, a thin pink thing a bit, and also the markings on there just with a permanent pen, and then the end of a spatula to make grooves. And on the cloud clay piece, the heart in the middle, that's rub-on transfers to give the little flowery effect on there. But you could use a permanent pen as well.
So then we've got the moulds, and I think that if we just head over, I've got a pack of moulds to be able to offer you. We have got for you a fantastic combination of moulds, and I've already shown you how simple it is, and you know how simple I am, that if I can do something, then you know that it can pretty much be done by anyone. I'm effectively probably a child when it comes to any kind of creative energy, so probably just a child in most things, actually. Let me just show you what I've just done from this one mould. You see that? Oh, didn't she do well? Oh, she make a mummy very proud.
A touch of gleams on there would work it really well, or brush with the mica powders.
I was just going to say, but brushing with the mica powders.
And it would really bring up the texture, you'd really see it.
Wouldn't it just? Alternatively, what I could have done is use this mould like this. Because, watch this. Da, 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 da. Isn't that a gorgeous mould? Can you see those? You can see because it's against the black, but you could see the mould, how fabulous They are. Now, we are going to give you a pack of 6 moulds. We've got the rose, we have got the pansy, we've got the plain round. This is when I need more hands. You've got the mask. You've got the butterfly. I didn't know we had a butterfly. When did that come in? And you've also got the cameo Venus head. All for one price tag. Now, how much are they each? They're $6.99 each. Okay, so 7, 14, 28, 28, 35, 42. Right, 42 £42 is the price you should be paying. That's right, isn't it? £42 you should be paying. Or, alternatively, you get all 6 today, all 6 for £24.95.
That is very, very good.
Oh, isn't that
yes,
just?
a really good deal. Yeah.
Gosh, that's, I mean, I know for a lot of people, let's show you the butterfly. Let's see what the butterfly looks like. Look at me. I feel like I'm some kind of demonstrator. I once actually had to do that. Somebody couldn't turn up. Who was it who couldn't turn up? Oh, Mark got stuck, didn't he? When the snow, and then I had to, yes, that's right. So Laura went on in the daytime, and then on the evening show, I went on and I did demos. I did how to make jewellery demos.
That must have been entertaining.
It was a very entertaining night. Everybody said that I was, actually, everybody said that I must never ever do it again. They're like that, Vix, you're fine doing the presenting. Let's just step away from the. But I just wanted to show everybody how. I mean, I'm not a jewellery maker. I don't pretend to be a jewellery maker. Actually, what I like to say is that it's really simple. You know.
Oh, I'm just using friendly plastic in the mould too. Just
can you see that? Watch this.
I know that was unscripted.
No, that's fine. It's interesting.
Okay, I'm going to have to put that in cold water briefly, and then I'll bring it back to you. But it should be it's good moulding from that.
Oh, and look at the butterfly.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my goodness me.
You've got enough cloud clay there to make 2 or 3 moulds. I'm going to take this out of the...
Thank you, Liz. Look, can you see that? So just to highlight, right? So the warmth, you put it in the cool of the air. This will cool, and then you could actually, if you wanted to, just paint it with the mica powders. Just literally add, and you don't even need to add water to the mica powders, as you've seen Liz there. So you're gonna. Sorry. I beg your pardon. I do beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. You can tell that I've sneezed because my head. I beg your pardon. Sneezes and the wheezes. £24.95. Oh!
Okay, that's the little one there. I'm just putting a bit of gleams on it.
Look at that! How amazing is that? Liz, that's incredible.
And it's so quick.
Now, could you then? Here's a question. Could I? Liz, will you come and stand here for me?
Stand here.
Just because we've got
finger.
That's it. That's all right. If you stand here, then I can get us both in.
Yes.
If we put gilding flakes at the bottom there,
yes,
and then compressed.
You need to do that onto the back of a piece of friendly plastic rather than the foiled side.
Okay.
Because the gilding flakes won't stick to that. But you could use your scraps just as we've done and push them in, yes.
Okay, so the same principle. Take your scraps, turn it into a ball like you just did and mess with it.
Make sure that you've then heated it with a heat gun so that it's sticky.
Sticky.
Because if you heat it with hot water, then that adds lubrication and it won't stick.
So would you put the gilding flakes in there and then press it, or would you make it and then put the gilding flakes on?
I tend to make the sheet like we just did and then press it down. And then press it in there.
Okay, perfect. Good.
But you could put beads and things in the bottom and then press your friendly plastic into it as well.
Well, you could, like your seed beads?
Yes, and the little micro beads and things like that you can pop in there. Glitter,
So if I put seed beads on the base of there, we've just done those rose quartz seed beads, haven't we?
Yes.
So if I put those seed beads here and I poured them in, and then I got some friendly plastic and I put it in, Right, let's stop talking about it. Let's do. Cass, is there any chance of us grabbing the rose quartz seed beads? And we're going to try it. Well, because we want to see the gemstone. Look, you know the bundle we've just done with the hematite and the calla lilies? We've got the seed beads. Please, miss. Yeah, it's sold out. Right, it's sold out. I just need the seed beads because I just want to. Let's have a look.
I will go and warm up some plastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then can we do that?
Yes.
Woo!
Do you want to do it there or over here?
I don't know. It's totally unscripted, so I've not a clue. And I am a puppet. I am being directed by my puppeteer, so she can tell me which way to do it. But I would like to see the gemstones. Let's open. Let's take that strand off, and then let's just pour those gems in, and then let's just see how the friendly plastic.
Just a few. Do you need
cushions.
a pair of scissors to just put?
Probably. Look at this. Look at me. I'm like, oh, this is what I'd like to see. I know, but for a lot of us, we have got seed beads, haven't we? Yeah. We've got seed beads in our collection at the moment. There's loads going on, and there's lots of different ways to work with your seed beads. But actually, this is a totally different way to work with it. So we're just putting the seed beads in there like that.
I'm just going to heat this up
and
a bit
Liz
more.
is just heating up a little bit of. So I'm just. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just putting them flat. You see that? Okay, and again. I'm just going to put all of these in because I can't wait to see what this is. Yeah. This is just going to be amazing. Oh, Liz, I'm so excited.
Oh, there's a lot in there. We'll see how much it can pick up.
Okay, there, like
Right,
that. Let's see.
We'll put that in there. I've got pink on there. Now, oop. I should have put some Vaseline or oil on my fingers because then it would stop it from sticking to my fingers. Okay, really push hard. If there's any excess,
Yeah.
Oop, there's going to be some. Oh, there may not. Oop, we're losing a bead.
That's all right, doesn't matter.
Go on, press hard on that.
Okay.
You really need to push it hard because you've got to make the beads stick in very firmly. And what you might find when we do this is that some of the beads may pop out afterwards, but you can actually use tiny bits of glue to stick them in, but you've got all the little hollows that the beads will sit into.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to take that away and put it in cold water. And I'll bring it back. Right, okay.
Are you excited? Yeah, see, everybody's like that. Oh, can't wait to see what's going to happen. Okay. We have got for you that amazing deal, $24.95. The price tag should be over £40. Should be over £40. And you've got that amazing offer of 6 of our must-have moulds, including the butterfly, including the flowers and the masks and the cameos. Excuse me, and the caption round, all for $24.95. Okay, so less than £25. Congratulations! What a deal that is! What a fantastic offer that is! Congratulations to you if you've got that. It's exciting, isn't it? Oh, I just love this. It feels like play date work. You know, like. That my children, when they have like bring your mum to school, I feel a bit like that. I feel like I'm having one of those kind of days where you just never know what's going to happen next. Right then.
Back in a second.
Is it done?
Nearly, yep.
Oh, she's actually. Oh, exciting. Let's do another deal for you. $24.95, congratulations if you got your 6 moulds there for less than £25. Straight to. Oh, these are the cord endings, aren't they? Right. Okay. I'm just going to say, watch out. Please watch out. This, every time I've put this to air, the phone lines have gone absolutely ridiculous. These are so popular. How many have we got? No. Okay, the last time I put these to air, I know that I had 3 times the stock, and they sold out in literally probably about 2 minutes. And I don't need to exaggerate, because if you watch The Late Show, you'll know that I'm absolutely bang on. These are very, very popular. It's your cord ends, but as you can see, they're like little bells. And your macrame, your kumihimo, any of those kind of designs and crafts features that you're into, these are essentials to get that luxury finish, to get that professional finish. I've already got people on the lines, and I'm not surprised by this, that there's already a massive reaction on the lines. You are not just going to get your ends, you're also going to get You're also going to get your bales. Can you see here where you can say you've got your Kumihimo band and you've created it and you're going to run it straight through here. You've then got your little additional hoop where you can put your pendant drop down from. So you've got a really versatile, oh, the phone lines are busy, busy, busy. You've also got your jump rings, and if that wasn't enough, you've also got your toggle clasps. All of this for one price tag. All for one price tag of, oh, you're gonna get the code as well. You get the code for $12.95 as well. You're not just getting these. No, 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 you're not just getting all of these cord ends and the bales and the toggle card. You're also going to get hemp cord coming out of your ears. Oh my goodness me. How much, whoa. Look at that, look at that. All of this. You are getting a combination. We are looking here at a huge, I mean, this is ridiculous. 200 yards of your multicolour. Yeah, that's 200 yards of your hemp cord in the multicolour, and you're also going to get a further 9 metres, 90 metres, 180 metres. Oh my goodness me, that's a ridiculous amount of hemp cord. This is a lot of hemp cord. Congratulations. Now then, just to let you know that if you are going to treat yourself to all of this fantastic look and you're into your macrame, we have got the relaunch of the macrame board tomorrow. Yay! Yay! I know there'll be a lot of people who are very excited about that. I think our Carol's back as well, isn't she, tomorrow? The lovely Carol will join you tomorrow. So she's back from her holidays. Whoa, I wonder how tan she is. We need some more. Maybe what we should do is if you walk through the door of our studio, there's some kind of white spray, or you cover us in talc. So any presenter or any crew, because obviously we've got Claire going off to the Dominican Republic. We've got Tom going off to Cuba. That's it. Ollie, where are you going? It's not. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I didn't mean to that. He just went, I'm not. Oh, he's buying a house instead. Oh, that's all right. That's a good kind of trade-off. I'm not going to go on a holiday. He's going on a holiday in his porch. That's brilliant. What a holiday that's going to be. $12.95. I tell you what, we often do that though. If we say to the kids that we're going to go for a picnic, no, you don't have a picnic in the back garden, you have a picnic in the lounge. Yeah. Where should we go, Mum? Where are we going on our picnic? To the lounge, children. Pick them up, drop them back down again. That's what you do. Mess with those children's heads. $12.95. Not on purpose, only when the weather goes bad. Congratulations, $12.95 is all you pay. Congratulations. There are queues on the lines of at least 2.5 minutes, something like that. Please, please, please stay on the lines for us to process your call. We've still got more of Liz's amazing friendly plastic to come. If you haven't already purchased and you're buying something like this, look, this is an added to your order offer. $12.95 for your fantastic cord ends, the bales and all of the toggle clasps with all of that hemp cord, coming in for less than £13. And don't forget, for less than £28, you can get all of the friendly plastic and the cloud clay. And of course, those, well, we're going to explore this next part, aren't we? We're going to explore the laser mesh.
Yes, we are.
I've got the right words. Laser mesh. We're going to do the laser mesh, well, let's straight after the wall of fame. I've got a gorgeous lapis lazuli gold-plated finding piece from Sue Rogers in Lichfield as the first of our wall of fame for the section 61. You are, Sue, and congratulations. I love lapis lazuli and such a regal piece. Glorious, very Cleopatra. Coming at you. And you have
number 64,
nice.
And this is from June Evans. Please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, all made from Jewellery Maker, rose quartz, Labradorite, I presume.
Labradorite,
Yes,
yep.
it's just missing an O, and rose gold. I followed Sheila's example of a beady bead, but using the chips, and I'm so pleased with the results, which I hope you are too. It's so much fun trying out new ideas. I love the show and tune in at weekends when I'm not at work. Love to everyone, June.
Oh, well, June, hopefully you're having a day off on bank holiday as well, so hopefully you're joining us then as well. We've got Tracy in Sheffield. She says, inspired by Laura binding. Not very confident with wires, so this is what I came up with. Wow. Wire flowers with clear quartz chips. Not sure what green chips are. They were in a different kit I have. Good luck to everyone on the Wall of Fame. Well, Tracy, I can't see, but let me have a look. Looks like Praise Your Light.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, congratulations. And if you're a bit tentative with your wire, certainly doesn't look like it to that. Certainly doesn't look like it. You look great. Congratulations to you. 62 you are.
It's gorgeous. This is 65.
Wow.
And this is from Lynn Allen. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made a cuff by tatting with beading thread, and some chips from a bead scoop, both from JM, and some wire from my stash. Tatting is an old way of making lace with a shuffle, and you usually use cotton thread, but I've been trying it with beading thread, and I think it's great for making vintage-looking jewellery. Hope you like it.
Tatting? Well, I bet my nana was interested in that. My nana we used to sit down and we used to make. She used to teach me how to lace, sit with the boards, and like kind of all of that.
You have to concentrate so hard.
Yeah, I was probably just a touch too young, and now I look back at that time and go, why didn't I just concentrate that little bit more?
And the lace bobbins are so beautiful. And it's just exquisite work.
63, congratulations. Yes. And I have got Sharon from Cannock in Staffordshire. She says, morning all, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It's made from rectangular, that's obviously not how Sharon, that's not how Sharon wrote it. That's just my ineptitude at being able to say the word rectangle. Rectangular and round quartz with silver plated beads from Jewellery Maker with chain from my stash. Can't wait to get larger amounts of chain from yourselves. Not lucky enough to get the last lot as I was working. Hopefully I'll have better luck next time you have them on. Well, Sue, I certainly hope so for you. All I'll say is don't hold your breath, because they are coming on air. It seems like everything at the moment, come here, disappear. Come on, hang on. Yeah, the reels of chain, we obviously we put them straight on back reorder, but who knows, next time we'll have them on. Effectively, they'll be sold out before I blink, so that's a great thing, isn't it? It means that everybody are getting lots of treats. Keep watching, because we've got plenty of treats in store for you, because we have got coming your way this incredible shell-shaped Labradorite, part of our collector's cut selection. Oh, come on, too many words. Not enough vocabulary for me today, or certainly not enough ability to actually speak properly. We've got this glorious shell-shaped Labradorite in your cut collection. Straight after the break. Go, go, go. I've said it right. Whew.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker. Join guest designer Laura Binding and enter the world of wirework. This DVD will take you on a creative journey and teach you how to design a basic weave, a woven bangle, a netted pendant, and a caged gemstone. Add edition 3 to your collection today and get creative with wirework. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Shell-shaped Labradorite from our cut collection. One of the best, if not the only feature cuts that we have for you today. And certainly the most extraordinary result to what is already a very popular gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. We've got no other doubt in saying this is our top gemstone of choice. I mean, when you start to think 2012 heralded the dawn of some amazing gemstones on our channel, and yet this gemstone was the one that really, really worked. And you see, it's the one gemstone that has the reaction. It has the one gemstone that has the must-have. And I mean genuinely, the must-have. And you can see there how absolutely formidable, truly formidable quality. I'm going to say now that this is one of our big deals of the day. We've already got 20 people on the phone lines. I've already got 20 people who have already fallen in love with this strand and already made the decision that this is their strand of the day. This is the offer of the day. I've already got to tell you one thing, and I will tell you this now, based on the people on the phone lines and the people who've already started to purchase on the web. There's the code. That's why I've got people already buying. I can tell you now that a third of the stock is allocated. A third of the stock. We only started with double figures on this now. Double figures. Started with restricted stock down into double figures straight away. If you want to join us, this is the impressive, well, it's one of our most popular, in fact 2012 it was the popular gemstone. It was chosen as the gemstone of choice within our awards on New Year's Day. And the great thing about an offer like this is that this is when Jewellery Maker really comes into its own. We bring you the beauty, the majestic qualities of Labradorite with then a totally unique angle, a brand new opportunity, and yours for the taking for $29.95. This is quality craftsmanship. When we talk about the cut collection, it's about really getting the very best from your gemstones. That's what gemstones do. That's the luxury of a lapidorist, is bringing out the natural beauty of the gem. I mean, look at that black one. It's extraordinary, truly extra. Every single one is unique, and I think having those individual ridges, it almost holds the light in a totally different way to having a smooth gemstone or even a faceted gemstone. Those carvings just add another extension, another dynamic, truly exclusive opportunity that you've got here for your Labradorite. Top grade gemstone with an outstanding quality cut. For $29.95, we really are bringing you an extraordinary indulgence of luxury. $29.95, and I look at that price point and I go, this really is an extra special. I've got to tell you, I've now got well over 2/3 of the stock allocated, 2/3 of the stock gone, and if you want that final third, if you want to be part of this, you're going to have to be fairly sharpish, because if you know, I mean, that, if we just put that there, if we did that like so, just one of those as a pendant, just one of those as a pendant, Just one in fact, I can't believe you do anything else other than make that as a centerpiece. Just one as a centerpiece. I mean, that on a chain on its own behalf, what, 20, 30 pounds on its own? I mean, that's such a unique look. People will be happy to turn and pay that kind of... I always think that, you know, when you start to see gemstones like this, setting them on their own is actually probably the best way, because that's what draws the eye in. If you are setting up a stall and you had feature pieces like this, people will come and look because they are so unique, so original. You know, for somebody, now obviously Liz, you create jewellery to sell. I mean, the simple fact is that's part of your business, is to sell, you know, as part, to create jewellery that has that. And one of the biggest things is that to get that almost unique selling point, to get something totally different that somebody else hasn't achieved. And effectively you're doing that with gemstones like this, aren't you?
Yes, set it off with some lovely silver findings and it would be beautiful.
You don't need much more though, do you? And that's the beautiful thing about a strand like this, is that the work is done for you. $29.95, truly majestic gem offer. A fantastic offer. Hold those lines. 0800 644 655 is that free phone number, or join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Now we're moving straight back over to Liz, because this is our oozing technique.
Absolutely.
So within the starter pack of the friendly plastic bumper pack that we've done today, we're offering 10 of the strips.
Yes.
And that includes all of the colour range. The size of those strips?
7.5 inches long.
Fantastic. Then you've also got the cloud clay. So that's bulking out, or alternative using it as a separate entity altogether.
Yeah.
And then finally we've got these laser mesh. Now the laser mesh is effectively, it's going to create a totally different texture.
It is. It gives you a texture that's really nice and neat and regular. So a lot of the things that I do with friendly plastic are fairly organic. That's my nature. But if you're a Miss Neatnicks and you like it to be nice and neat and regular, then the laser mesh does it for you.
Perfect.
And it's
show me how to be orderly.
Really straightforward. Well, this technique came about through stamping with lace.
Okay.
And I got the lace stuck in. And I couldn't get it out, so I thought, okay, I'll just push that idea a bit further. And so I started pushing the hot friendly plastic through anything with holes in.
And the technique that you're talking about here is called oozing.
Yes.
And it kind of says what it does on the tin.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it oozes through things with holes in, so it could be anything with holes in, but the laser mesh is just perfect for it. And I'm heating this with heat gun on top of aluminium foil, and it's strong aluminium foil, not the cheap stuff, because your finger will go straight through it. So you want something good and strong. This is a technique best done with a heat gun.
Okay.
And then we're going to just pick that up and just do that bend test to check that it's soft enough.
Yeah.
If it's not, then heat it a bit more.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put the laser mesh over the top. And I'm going to take a sugar craft cutter and put it over the top of that.
Now, I was just about to say, the cutters that you use,
yes,
again, just to add that shape, that uniform shape rather than freehand. But you can cut your freehand, can you?
You could do it over the edge of a table or something, but you need something that's going to help to force it through. And I like the cutters because, as you can see here, as I push up from underneath with my fingers, it's forcing the warm plastic through, and the cutter is holding the sequin waste down, the laser mesh down on there. So then all of the plastic bubbles up through, beads up, and it looks like you spent absolutely hours beading it.
Can you start to...
Can you
it's
see
really
that?
difficult for us to see through, but
when I take it out of here, you'll see for yourself much more clearly. But you can really see the three-dimensional quality to it. Okay, I'm going to put this into cold water now.
Okay.
And just transfer it straight to the cold water.
And while you're doing that, we do have a pack of cutters just to show you that we're going to do you a little bit of a deal.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yes,
Are they
smaller
gorgeous
cutters,
little cutters?
but also a variety of the larger as well. You can see that here. In fact, let's do that now. While Liz is showing us, if I just get these out, can you see? So you're getting your stars. You've also got your teardrops. You're then going to get your hearts. These are all 5 in a pack on these. Your flowers. and you've also got your rounds, and then on top of that you're also going to get your smaller cutters within the cutter pack as well. So you're going to get all of those, plenty of cutters, 37 in total. So 5 of the hearts, the teardrops, the stars, the rounds and the flowers, and then a further pack, as you can see here. So a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this, 12 within this combination. So what price tag can we do? 37 cutters for what price? 35 cutters for $6.95.
Wow. You can usually only buy just a couple of cutters, and maybe not even that for that price.
If you went
in a cake decorating shop.
My nana used to take us there, you see.
To buy one set of those in a cake decorating shop could cost you at least sort of £13–14.
Easy.
Yes.
Easy. I mean, like those, especially with the stars and things, the shapes are so popular. $6.95.
That's amazing, amazing price.
Going for the jugular again there, Laura.
I love the small
No messing
ones,
around on that one. $6.95. Now, Liz, I'm going to let you continue. I need to go blow my nose. Can you quickly show that?
Yes.
Now, you've put that into water then.
Yeah. Okay. From when I pulled it out of the water, I to cool it off, I then just cut it out of the laser mesh, because the cutter won't cut the laser mesh, but it will cut the friendly plastic. So you can see the laser mesh there, but when you take that away and you see that and you think that that's actually, you spent ages beading it, absolutely ages beading it.
Can we profile it as well?
Can you see where they can get it on? Can you see?
That's fab. Can I have a feel?
Yeah. It's really good. And you can put them back to back to create things that are back to back. So I've got some here, look. I'll just bring these over. This is one that's done with the same sort of laser mesh, and you can put 2 shapes back to back just by heating them briefly with a heat gun and putting them together. I think I do that on the DVD. Can you see that?
That's amazing.
I will suggest that when you're using the laser mesh, use simple shapes. Don't go for the star or the flower.
Yeah.
Go for the simple
Go
shapes.
for the rounds,
yes.
the hearts.
Yeah. Because you're going to have to cut it out, and it's really fiddly. That is a problem when it comes to the laser mesh. But with other things, it's not such a problem. But you can see on these 2, I've used ribbon here, but I've only done a partial ooze, so I've not put the piece of laser mesh over the whole piece, just over part of it, so that you get an ooze down the middle. Can you see those? Do they show? Am I going the wrong way? That way. Whoop, that way.
Wrong way, that's it.
They're dancing, actually.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So,
that's incredible.
it's really, really quick and light. And you can, of course, trap a head pin in between, or an eye pin. That, I just mounted it up for you as just the little bit with the beads in.
Is that the...
Yes, that was just with the beads in.
No way.
So, and a little bit of mica powders where the foil surface starts to crack, because as you stretch for any plastic as it goes into a mould, the surface foil often cracks up and you get a little bit of black showing through. To me, that's a design opportunity, because you can add transfer foil or the mica powders to add colour back in again.
That's amazing.
And I just
brilliant.
pushed a little hole through the top end there, just with the awl. You can just push it through when it's one layer. So if you just want then to put a little bell in the top, you can do so, but it pushes through really easily.
Amazing.
So,
incredible. I guess you can also like match up the colours of your plastic with your gemstones and start to play with it, as you've done so here.
Well, these are just other examples of oozing with different things and embedding, so you can push all sorts of different things in. And I've got googly eyes and different types of fabric and all sorts. Anything.
Yeah, look at this
feathers.
Look at the eyes. My kids are going to love this. My kids are going to be just in love with
The trick is do it with the heat gun and heat the plastic until it's nice and soft, and then push in whatever it is you want to push or ooze it through.
Okay, the heat gun is at the bottom of the screen there, $14.95. Now, Liz, just be straight with me.
Yep.
Out of simplicity and to make this technique work as well as you possibly can, the heat gun?
Yes, the heat gun is perfect.
Okay.
It's really, you don't use the hot water for this one, because you want the stickiness of the heat gun. So you want the plastic to stick to the edges of the holes, if that makes sense, so that it oozes through rather than slides through. Then you get that lovely doming effect.
The heat gun coming in at $14.95. It's got 2 speeds, so obviously the faster and the slower,
Yep.
and it just works. Yeah, packs up.
Which
just
is
a
really
nice
nice.
compact idea, really.
Yes.
It's really $14.95 is all you pay. If you want to join us, the code for that is LEFT. L-E-F-T, left 84. To the left, to the left. Heat gun to the left.
You really are on something today.
Oh, I am. Yes, I think it's called.
Oh no.
Called. So congratulations if you got that. If you got the cutters, congratulations, because that's just an absolute deal. And don't forget about those moulds as well that we did. 6 moulds for £24.95. The moulds should have been over £40, and we brought you those moulds. They're just at the bottom of the screen there. The plastic moulds, friendly plastic, dual enamel, great for that. And polymer clay as well works beautifully with the moulds. £24.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you got that. £6.95. Right, we're going to move on to our new strand. Now, we've already picked up on it actually today, because we were talking about chakras, and I said, chalcedony, the throat chakra, apparently, for many gem believers, believes that the throat chakra is affected by, so anybody who's having a bit of a time with their throat, anybody who struggles with talking.
You have the former but not the latter.
Yes, yes. We are bringing you here a very, very special aqua Peruvian chalcedony. It is such a very, very special strand. It is such an exquisite shade of blue. Now you have here an exquisite stone. You really are looking at something a little bit special. Now, interesting facts about this gemstone is that it is believed that this stone, chalcedony, is named from the town Chalcedon. Now, there's a little bit of a disparaging conversation that takes place between many gemologists. How do you say the word? Now, you'll hear chalcedony, you'll hear chalcedony, you'll see lots of people trying to interpret it. I think the classic way to put it is that you say either, I say either, chalcedony or chalcedony. I think effectively it's the same gemstone. Most gemologists these days say chalcedony. It just seems to be the way. But chalcedony, actually the name, the location in which it is believed and thought that the name derives from is actually Chalcedon. So in some ways it might be chalcedony, but I think in the gem world it's classified as chalcedony. That's certainly to my knowledge. So yes, so named after that. It's a gemstone that was first referenced by Pliny the Elder. He wrote about this gemstone in the Naturalist Historica. It was his massive, almost like he wrote almost about a little bit like when Darwin wrote about the evolution. Actually, Pliny, he did the same kind of principles. Is that right?
Pliny did, yes.
Pliny.
Yes. You've got verbal
Pliny.
Dyslexia.
Pliny.
Pliny.
Pliny. Pliny. P-L-I-N-Y.
Yes.
Pliny.
Pliny.
Pliny. Pliny.
No. Pill as in P-I-L, but you want P-L-I.
Pliny. P-L-I-N-Y. That's right, isn't it?
Pliny.
Pliny. Pliny. Pliny.
Pliny.
P-L-I... Look, say it yourself. Do you know what I mean? He was an older guy, and basically, effectively, he was a very intelligent man who wrote about the natural world. And when he wrote about it, he became almost probably like a modern day Attenborough, you know, in terms of his thoughts and his explorations and his understanding of the world. And when he wrote about this gemstone, he really did talk about it in such high terms. He had such high regard for beauty of stone like this because it has such a beautiful freshness about it. Those mystical, hazy-like qualities. This is quartz at its best, because did you know that chalcedony was part of the quartz family? Although this gemstone is mixed with quartz, it becomes a beautiful distinction because it's mixed with morgite. Now, morganite is different to morganite. It's a different type of gemstone. It's a silica, and it creates this beautiful hazy feeling about it. Really, really exciting. Really, really nice to get something a little bit different from your gemstones. All the way from Peru, yes, all the way from Peru, you've got your chalcedony graduated faceted nuggets. All of this information gives you that real respect from the beautiful, calming, lagoon-like tones. I mean, the best way to describe it is aqua tones, Peruvian chalcedony, and you can see there the soft, delicate tones, these beautiful, fresh-like qualities from each one of these stones. I want you to guess how much we could do this gemstone for, because I think really when you start to see these broken down, you could see those as £5-10 individually elsewhere. We're talking about location from a very, very prestigious location, Peru, but we're also talking about a very, very fresh, workable, quality gemstone and cut with real distinction to get the best out of each one of the stones. Price tag, on a day like today, it could only be one price tag. It's less than £15, $14.99 for your Peruvian chalcedony. An amazing freshness. You see, what I see in this strand is that it is such a versatile look. An amazing deal. $14.95 is all you pay. Gems of distinction, an amazing deal, and a really exceptional complement of tone and texture. And I know there'll be a lot of people seeing the way that this will work, and this is really going to work within a variety of different looks. Whether you're going to use just one of these as a centerpiece, or whether you're going to work these in a beautiful mass piece, working with some more of your nicer turquoises, maybe you're going to work them with some silver, or even perhaps working them with some of your gold to really get out those golden qualities within the gem, because there is that movement of light within this gemstone. $14.95. So many stones, so many beautiful individual features. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 on this strand. Of course, I'm going to give you the average of saying around 11 will come with this offer. And I mean, really impressive, because if you just go to your local craft shop, anything like that, if you went somewhere like that and you handed over, well, £1.20, £1.30, something like that, what would they give you? Would they give you this type of luxury of gemstone? Would they give you genuine gemstones? Probably most of the craft shops I know of, they do synthetics, they do replica gems. They certainly don't do the real deal. $14.95 for the luxury, this beautiful gemstone. A gem that, well, as we've discovered, talked about throughout ancient history, a gemstone of great revere. You know, when you've got somebody of such status, talking about this gemstone within probably one of the world's first true nature books. Book that's talking about how the world is formed and how Mother Nature is captured within a variety of different elements. This is a gemstone that really, really does have that distinction, has that real prestige for your jewellery making. $14.95. If you want to join us, well, I'll just say to you, today has been very, very busy, and it's going to get even busier in the next 50 minutes, because still to come, I have got sapphire going less than £10. Sapphire, genuine sapphire. Of course, we have all of our gemstones laboratory tested. We also have our in-house gemologists. So when we say sapphire, we don't say, oh, it might be sapphire, but it could be. No, we know for a fact. We are guaranteeing sapphire going to less than £10 in the next 50 minutes or so. Before that, though, let's talk about jewel enamel. This is what my husband wants me to buy today. This is what my husband, I've promised, and I literally have hand on heart promised to him that I will buy this for me and the kids. So I'm just thinking to myself, if I'm going to get this, I do want to get the friendly plastic as well now, because I think the kids will love doing the moulding and things. So may as well do both at the same time. Definitely. And I know, yeah, and I have promised to him, and I know he's probably watching today. He'll be in with the kids. So hello, husband, and hello, my gorgeous children. And how do you fancy this? Jewel enamel is amazing.
Yes.
Jewel enamel is, for me, it was like a revelation when we first did it together.
Yes.
And of course, we launched it together.
We did,
and
that's right.
When you first showed me the properties of it and the capabilities of it, I still, to this day, am still mesmerised by how efficient it is and how effective it is. You know, one of the biggest things that I love about it is speed. And as I say, I've got 2 young children and I don't have a lot of time. So I love the principles of being able to do something quick, and I love the results are instant, but reusable.
Yes.
So I wear something, I've created something, I've enjoyed it, I then can put it back in the melting pot and start all over again.
You can do that with friendly plastic too. So yes, it's fantastic. You can't do that with other things like polymer clay. You know, when it's baked, it's baked.
Well, let's just talk about this because this is for those of you who are going to be like me who want to go for the bulk order. Those of you who are watching right now, like me, and you want to go for everything you need to get into this fantastic technique. Jewel enamel, for those of you who haven't seen the results, well, you'll see quite simply can transform your jewelry creations. You're getting the melting pot within this bumper pack. The melting pot, you're also going to get the powders. Now the powders are effectively the enamel. You pop these into the melting pot, and these will transform into the liquid enamel, which will then, once you've put it into a mould or created whatever you'd like to create, then sets within a minute to 2 minutes. It's an amazing turnaround. And hey presto, you've got yourself a piece of jewellery. It sounds ridiculous that it could be that quick, but that's just how it is. So you're going to get the amethyst, and you're also going to get the ruby red, and you're going to get the deep gold as well. So you're going to get those. And on top of that, you're going to get your mica powders. Now, obviously, we've been talking about the mica powders because we've already seen those in action with the friendly plastic. So you're going to get your mica powder, which is your copper. You're going to get your silver. And you're also going to get your citrus yellow as well. So you're going to get those mica powders. And if that wasn't enough, you're also going to get your gilding flakes, which of course we've already seen these. These are your stellar flash flakes, which work in the same principles as gilding flakes, just in a different iridescent quality. Beautiful stellar flash. Add to it again with your gleems. They're almost like a wax-based colouring that you can then wipe on with your finger, which then adds a different texture and tonal reference for you.
It brings up the textures that you've created. It highlights it, yes, and you can build up the colours and mix the colours, so it's very good. And if they dry out, you just put a little bit of terps in to soften them up again, and they come back to life again.
Start all over again. Yes. So you've got your 3-pot. Then you're also going to get, if you haven't already got the moulds, and if you have, well, you're going to get some more moulds. You're going to get 3 moulds. This is the square with the nice diamond pyramid-like finish. You're also going to get the heart. And you're also going to get the mask as well. You've got all of this in one bundle. So as I say, if you want to get started into jewel enamel, there's the example. That's in fact, I think that was one that both Liz and I made together on the first show, and you can see how glorious the results are. That the detail that you can gain from these moulds, and of course the enamel, spectacular. So this is the starter pack. If you want to get everything you need, now obviously you've seen that Liz has used the melting pot for the water, for the friendly plastic. So once you've got the melting pot, it has multiple purposes, not just for the enamel, not just for the friendly plastic, but for both. So it's a great opportunity. You can use it for other techniques as well,
I think Debbie was experimenting with it for baking polymer clay
Absolutely,
as
well. just to warm it up. So
yes.
Yeah, there are lots of different ways that you can use your melting pot. It's a multiple faceted opportunity here because you're getting everything you need to get started. If you have already got the friendly plastic but you haven't got the enamel, well, we will show you how well they work together right now. But first of all, let's talk about this jewel enamel starter kit. Everything you need to get started for one price tag of $69.95. So that's everything for less than £70. That's the pot, that's all of the enamels. Now those enamels are going to go a long way, aren't they?
They go a long way, and the mica powders go even further, miles and miles.
And one of the things I will say is that we are also going to give you some separate pots for bundle packs in case you've already got this pack and you want to get some more, offers. We've got some serious deals still to fit in on our enamel pots. This is looking intrigued. She's going, what are they thinking of? What are they planning? Liz, all I'll say is you might want to just have your phone close by for the deals that we have in store for the enamel. Because there's a lot of people who have enjoyed enamel, who have experienced it and really got the most out of it. And now we want to really give them the chance to be able to extend that.
Yes. And the melting pot itself, I know, sells for around £40. So that is a stunningly good kit. Yes.
Wow.
It's a really, really good deal.
So just the melting pot alone
Yes.
for £40.
£40, yes. That's why I think it's a fantastic deal.
Isn't it just?
Yes. And when you consider the price of the moulds in each pot of jewellery enamels.
£6 for the moulds, we know that
Yeah.
because we've just worked that one out. So that's £18. So that already takes us to, what, £58, isn't it?
Yes, so and the jewel enamels are about £5 a pot.
That's right,
yes.
yeah. It's 5, 10,
So that's about
15. So we're already there.
Yeah.
Right, so that's it, done.
And the mica powders, I think they're about £4. And you've got
Gilding.
Stellar Flash. Yeah, it just goes on. I just think it's a brilliant deal. I really do.
You're getting a lot, you're getting a lot. Now, you've just said that the melting pot elsewhere is £40. Well, we can do the melting pot by itself for $29.95.
Get it. That's all I can say. Get it. That is amazing. That is definitely the benefit of bulk buying.
It is. Oh, it absolutely is. And that's, you know, for a lot of people, they often go, well, how and why? You know, is it the same product? Is it the same? And I see it elsewhere. You know, we get asked that about quite a lot about a polymer clay roller. You know, how on earth do you do those prices? Simple fact is, it's buying power. It is all to do with buying power. You might, you know, we're competing with very few people who can buy in the quantities that we can. And, you know, we've got great buyers who do great deals. You know, no point in messing around with it. We have some really, really strong buyers who make sure that they get us some brilliant prices. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again.
Oh, bless you. It's not much fun.
So sorry, it's literally just come on this morning. I really have just woken up and it's just come on, so I apologise. I know it's not attractive for you to sit and listen to me sneezing. I apologise about that.
I think everybody's sympathising with you, actually.
Yeah, or just laughing at me. Laugh away, I don't mind. $69.95 for your jewel enamel starter kit. Tell us how we can bring the friendly plastic together with the jewel enamel, because it's incredible.
It is incredible. There's simple things you can do. So if you've got a cabochon that you've made out of jewel enamels, then you can wrap it with friendly plastic, which is exactly the same as the one on the pendant there. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine it, I'm going to sprinkle it onto the friendly plastic itself. So we're not going to use the melting pot this time to heat it up, we're going to use the heat gun. And then we'll create a pendant a bit like this one here. This one there.
So
we're going to create that, yes.
We're going to create that
effect, yes.
Okay,
I don't expect we'll have time to make the whole thing, but we'll just create that effect.
Show the look,
yes.
okay.
So what you're going to need is your strip of friendly plastic.
Yep.
Experiment with the colours, because it's obviously, you've got lots of colours to choose from and lots of different colours of jewel enamels. So you get loads of different combinations. So what I'm going to do now is just going to heat the friendly plastic. Remember what you said about keep the heat gun moving and you keep it close to the friendly plastic. And I tend to try and sort of make sure I pay attention to the edges, and then the middle sort of takes care of itself.
Okay.
But it is quite close, it's sort of an inch away. If you hold it too high, you're in danger of the heat spreading everywhere and heating up stuff you don't want, or blowing your jewel enamels all over the place. I'm on the little project sheet again, just because it's easier than sticking it to the whole map, then you've got to wait for the whole thing to cool.
Yeah.
Okay, pay attention to there. I want it to be nice and soft. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up some bits of jewel enamel and I'm going to sprinkle it on. And I'm going to take my non-stick rolling pin and just roll it in. This is just to stop it from blowing away when I'm then working, or when I'm heating it up. I'm just going to do a little bit, and you just keep layering this. So if I heat this now, and you'll see the jewel enamel start to come to life. It's just gorgeous, and because they're embedded into the friendly plastic, they're going to stay there, they're not going to scoosh all over the place. I think if I add a little bit of gold. You can add as much as you like, but I find sprinkling it with my finger gives me the nicest covering rather than the scoop. And I'm going to have a tiny bit of black. Just a tiny bit, because I think that sets it off nicely. Oh, rolling pin. If I don't roll it in, then
it'll just blow away.
It will blow away, that's right. So, keep going, and I would pay attention to my edges and make sure that it's covered all the way around the edges. But can you see now as the gold comes up and the black? It's fantastic. Okay.
So is that how you created a bracelet like this in the same principles?
No.
Oh, it's
Very
not?
different. That's all friendly plastic, that one.
Is
That's
it?
my lacework technique, which I haven't got time to show you today.
But this is obviously because it has the same print. You could do a cuff like that.
You could most definitely, yes. I'm going to put this into just cool water, just to cool it down a bit, because I want it to come off here. And I want to be able to cut it up.
Look at
Where
that.
my scissors are. Can you see the colours on there?
Yeah, we can't miss them. They're
They're just gorgeous, aren't they? And obviously you build up the layers and you can get, even more. So I'm just going to do that little bit, and I'm going to use that mould, and I just want to choose a piece that's going to be about the right size. Okay. I do need this to be dry, so you don't want moisture where you've got friendly plastic underneath the friendly plastic, because what you'll find is that it will bubble up. And you don't want bubbles.
That's interesting, because we've got Susan just text in saying, how do you reduce the bubbles?
In jewel enamel or in friendly plastic?
In jewel enamel.
Jewel enamel, part of it's down to the heating.
I was just going to say, I remember you saying it's heat-based, isn't it?
Yeah, don't overheat it. Also, don't stir it vigorously. Just a gentle swirl around, and pour close to your mould. But a lot of it is just reduce the heat a little if it's becoming too bubbly. But you can also blow your heat gun over the pots as well, and that helps to get rid of them. Can you see that's now soft and it's sinking in? I'm just going to put a tiny bit of just cooking oil on my fingers, because this will stop it, or a little bit of Vaseline, and this will stop it from sticking to my fingers. Okay. We just push it in. I think my fingers are now covered in mica powders and jewel enamel. And, okay.
Just another day at the office.
Yes, I did avoid using inks and dyes yesterday, because then I couldn't have got it out of my fingers in time for today. Okay. So that's pushing that in firmly. Actually, I quite like it when it's just like that. And what you could do is just leave it as a piece, but I've actually got another half of it here. I'm going to put that into cold water and let that cool, because if you can leave it on the side, but that just takes a bit longer and I'm impatient. So
yes, me too.
It's going in the cold water. While that's just cooling, I just want to show you something. With this one, when you stretch the plastic in the mould, you often get little bits of the black showing through.
Yes.
So I'm going to take a little bit of transfer foil, and I'm just going to remedy that. So I'm just going to heat that briefly. So it's just a bit sticky. I want to heat everything else in sight. And then I'm going to put it on the heat. Lots of people have heat transfer foils. They're all over the place. Can you see there? The transfer sticks immediately. It's also a nice way of finishing off the edges of things. Can you see?
Yeah.
It's really effective, and of course that goes a very long way. And I could just cover up. I could have used mica powders or the transfer foils, and it just covers up the black. But I personally quite like a little bit of the black cracking. I think it looks rather nice. But that's the way to avoid it, or disguise it if you don't want it.
Perfect.
Okay, so there's that one. We'll take this out of the cold water and just dry it off. It's come out of the mould. It's gorgeous, look at the colours.
That's gorgeous.
So, we can put the two things back to back if we want to make something solid. I did have a head pin here. Oh, no fingernails, I can't pick it up. Okay, I'm going to do this again on my little mat. I'm just going to move those out of the way. Can I move those that way? Just
Yes,
in
of
case
course.
I knock them. And I'm going to put my scissors over there. Heat this gently. Now the point of doing this is I want the plastic to be sticky on the top here, but not completely soft, because if it's really soft, then you'll destroy the whole shape. Yes. So I put that on there. I could put a bead on the end if I wanted to. I haven't got a bead with it to do that with right now. We'll put the two things together. Oh, I don't think I've heated it quite enough. Or nearly. I'm going to take it apart and just heat it a bit more. Can you see?
Same principles though, right?
It is, absolutely.
And you just heat it up, close it in.
Yes.
And then they just come together.
They do. Obviously, where you've got thick quantities of jewel enamels, then it won't stick as well. You can glue it if you wish to, but this should stick. Being a bit cat-handed on this one. Okay. And then firm the edges. Now what you can do is just dip that in, just the edges, in the hot water.
In the hot water, because that'll then smooth it off again. Yeah, so many amazing ways, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And once that's in place, it's solid, isn't it?
It is.
As a rock. Brilliant, just like that.
Yeah.
See, these are all techniques I can't wait to see in the Wall of Fame. I really genuinely can't wait to see how everybody's exploring and how everybody, you know, takes this inspiration and then runs with it.
Yes, there's so many different ways, and honestly, I've been using it for 21 years and I've not stopped discovering new ways to work with it.
And I also say, you know, as well, we have got a DVD launch for the actual, for the friendly plastic, and that's coming up Saturday,
yeah.
this Saturday. We're going to move straight on there because we have got a brand new jewel enamel bundle for you now. As I walk past, please excuse me, but I need to wipe my nose. It's not attractive, but essential. We have got for you, I'll have to get this because my daughter's going to love these colours.
Yes.
I'll have to. I'm going to do one big bumper pack. I am just decided. Oh, and it's the clear as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I don't know. Please, can I have this? Please, 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 please. Will you put me to one side? Can I? Please. Yes. I'm hoping that I can. I must get this one because I know that these are the colours that this will absolutely. And my daughter will be delighted with me if I get this pack. Striking colours as well. Pink sapphire, purple sapphire. These are all the colours. Fire opal, diamond clear, which is your clear enamel. So if you want to get that very clear, very precise, perhaps you want to put something inside the enamel, like you want to store a lock of hair, or perhaps you want to store a little part of an old clock or anything like that, just something funky like that. Diamond clear is amazing for that. Oh, hang on a minute. Liz is holding something out. Amethyst and your deep gold. What's that, Liz?
It's just a little pendant. This actually has resin in it, but you could use the jewel enamels to do the same thing.
Oh, look.
It's just a little stamped pendant that's like a little locket. It's textured.
How fab is that?
I only put some bits of little jewellery things in there. Just.
So that's in the clear?
Yes.
That's with the clear enamel. It's literally crystal clear as well, isn't
Yes.
it? When you use it.
And if you heat it for a nice long time, you can make it go beautifully amber, which is a gorgeous colour. So if you want the look
Gorgeous.
of amber.
That's fabulous.
So.
Well, you're going to get 1, 2, 3. Now, I would suggest you look away now, Liz.
Am I going to faint?
Yes. I don't want to upset you in any way, shape or form.
Right, I'll go away and
Yeah.
sit down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jewel enamel. That's 6 pots. That's lots and lots of jewellery making potential. Please, 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 could somebody make a note that I definitely have to get this pot combination. If I've just bought the starter pack, I have to get these. I will be in so much trouble if I don't get these colours. If you want to join me, now's the time to do so. Are you ready? 6 pots should be, let's just highlight the fact, each one of them should sell at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Each one of them should be £4. That's on our website. I know. And Liz is looking at me going, oh, that's not the normal price. Normally about a £5, aren't they? Normally £5 and more. But we're doing for 4 because this is Jewellery Maker. We know that we do better prices than most places and most of the time. But we should be 5. We actually do them for 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 8, 4, 8, 12, there's the mask on there, Vicky. I'm lost myself there. 16, 20, £24. Should be £24. But instead, you're paying, oh, it's even lower than I thought we were going to go. It's even lower than I thought we were going to go. 6 pots for $14.95.
Wow, that is really good.
And if you're going to be like me, and today's the day to do your jewellery enamel and your friendly plastic, if you're just going to go for broke and go for both of them, now's the time to do so. Because look, your starter pack for your jewellery enamel is $69.95. And Liz has so rightly said, you can actually buy just the pot elsewhere for £40+. And instead you've got all of the jewellery enamel, all of the must-haves for less than £70. And then on top of that, you've got pots like this coming your way, which should be over £20+, and you got them for £14.95. $14.95. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? There are queues on the lines. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Please be patient with us. We will process your call as fast as we can. Apologies about the queues on the lines, but you know, with deals like this, everybody's going to go for it at the same time. Everybody's going to pounce on that offer. So you've just got to make the most of it while we've got it for £14.95. Should be so much more, and yet it's so much less. $14.95. Gorgeous opportunities where you've got pink sapphire and purple sapphire colour. I think that kind of leads us perfectly on to the real deal. It's time for your sapphire. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I think this might be the deal of the day. I think this might be the deal of the day, deal of the day, deal of the day, deal of the day, deal of the day. Deal of the day. Yes, I think this might be it. It is the deal of the day. I look at a strand like this and I just think to myself, well, why wouldn't I want to own sapphire? I don't think of the questions of why I would. I'm thinking why I wouldn't want to own sapphire. I can't think of a reason. I can't think of any kind of any thought process why I can think of any reason why you wouldn't want to own this sapphire. Now you've got a strand, a full strand of genuine sapphire, September's birthstone, a very, very popular gemstone within the jewelry industry. It's the largest and most popular sold gemstone in the USA. It is a gemstone that strikes home with those royal rich blues. And it is, of course, one of the top 5 stones on the planet in the jewelry industry. Works alongside emeralds, rubies, diamonds, and sapphires as the ultimate gemstone of choice. Now, earlier on this week, I was so very, very lucky to be able to offer you ruby. And did you know that ruby and sapphire are actually the same gemstone? Did you know that? The only difference between a ruby and a sapphire is its colour. They are the same crystal formation. The only difference between a ruby and a sapphire is its colour. Now, often is the case, you'll get a rare pink sapphire that gets to the point where it goes right on the cusp between pink and red. Now, obviously, it's either a pink sapphire or it's a red ruby. The choice is obviously to the eye of the beholder. Here, no sense of distinguish between rubies and sapphires here, because you don't get much more classic. I think if you ask most people what is a blue gemstone, they would choose sapphire. This is a world-renowned gemstone. This is a classic must-have gemstone. Do you know that a sapphire sat in the crown jewels of Edward the Confessor in the Battle of Hastings in 1066. A sapphire sat in his crown jewels. That very sapphire now sits in our present day Queen's crown jewels. 1066. That is genuinely the ultimate royal gemstone, the ultimate centerpiece to your collection. Royal gemstone of choice. Let's talk about this in terms of why you need it. Well, why wouldn't you want to own one of the world's most recognizable gemstones? Why wouldn't want you to have this amazing centerpiece of classic must-have gemstone? When you walk past any jeweler shop across any country, in any location, the simple fact is there are certain gemstones that are a must-have to your jewelry collection, and sapphire is most certainly one of them. Sapphires, rubies, diamonds and emeralds are essential. Not always available here on Jewellery Maker. I don't have offers like this coming out my ears. And you may have noticed 2 days ago I gave you a strand of distinction for $27.95. Pardon me when I said we, Jewellery Maker. It was Jenny, actually. I know it was because I watched it and went, oh, that's gorgeous. She did you a strand of sapphire for $27.95. Now, that's on our channel, and that's just 2 days ago. Now, I'm not going to parallel the quality because that would be wrong of me, but what I'm about to say is if you've got a tenner in your pocket, what else would you want to spend it on than sapphire? Yes, I've said it. a tenner. In fact, less than a tenner. I'm going to give you change from a tenner. Blue sapphire nuggets for $9.95. A tremendous deal. It does not get much better than this. It really doesn't. $9.95. Yes, we do sapphire strands for $27.95. They'd be classified as strands of distinction. This is a strand of deliciousness. It is a strand of serious opportunity. $9.95 for an audacious gemstone of a must-have. I mean, in terms of the gem world, it is an essential. It is a must-have, just as diamonds are, emeralds and rubies are. But sapphire, the world's most recognized blue gemstone, and you've got it for $9.95. I don't know anywhere else that could compete. I don't know anywhere where you would tune in or go to a local jeweler shop or go to any kind of craft shop and then them offering you genuine sapphire for $9.95. Have you ever seen anything like it happen before? Liz is not, no, she's shaking her head, going, no. It's
They're
just
gorgeous, yes. They're really special, I think.
And the thing is that when you say the word sapphire, most people then don't put it to making jewellery. They go jeweller shop,
Yes.
they go handmade jewellery, they go to their local boutique jewellers, and that's where they expect sapphire. They don't expect genuine gemstones in terms of jewellery making, and that's just people surmising, because I think probably for a long time, jewellery making was all about working with synthetics, replicas, you know. So now here at Jewellery Maker, because we were part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, we're saying, why? Why would you work with a replica and probably hand over even more money than you are at this point when you're getting genuine sapphire? And we can guarantee genuine sapphire, because we do all of our laboratory tests. We also have in-house gemologists. So when we say sapphire, we know that's exactly what you're getting. The real deal for less than £10. That £10 is gonna go, it's gonna go a long way, isn't it? Half the stock is allocated. We started with a very good quantity. We started with a very good quantity indeed. And if you got the ruby a few days ago with myself, the good news is this is just a perfect opportunity to work two very exciting gemstones, brothers and sisters almost, rubies and sapphires together for $9.95 for that strand. And of course, let me just show you, let's show you it in action. I've got a neckline piece on, but even if you restranded it and sold it as just a simple sapphire necklace, what would you pay? What would you pay? And the thing is that Claire's just said she's on holiday mode. She goes in a few days' time. But she's just said that's really good beach wear. And she went, I can't believe I've just said sapphire for beach wear. But it's one of the most durable gemstones on the planet. It sits as 9 in the Mohs hardness, 9 out of 10. The only other gemstone that's stronger than it and harder than it is diamonds. You know, there's no other gemstone that is stronger than it. I mean, can you imagine that? Sapphire beachwear, durable, practical, wearable, versatile. Imagine, most people are buying synthetics for a tenner. You, for a tenner, have got sapphires for your beachwear. It's crazy that really, isn't it? That's just a little bit silly. It's nothing like indulging. Indulge without having to break the bank. $9.95. Congratulations if you've looked at it. Congratulations if you got it. I'm just thinking maybe if you got the necklace, you'd probably want the matching bracelet, so maybe buy 2. Yeah? Got to be multi-buying. You got to multi-buy. You got the necklace, need the bracelet. Matching set. Sapphires for less than 20. Ooh. 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 Is this all one bundle? Hecky thump. Blimey. 6/7 strands of gemstones coming your way now. Look at this. Combination. What a combination it is. You've got your clear quartz and your smaller nuggets, and then you've also got your white pearls, you've then got your rondelles, then you've got, hang on a minute, they're not classifying them as small nuggets now, are they? We are. Hang on. Description question mark. Small nuggets? What? Small nuggets? No, you can't call those small. Okay, according to our description, and you know, I'm not going to question that because, of course, we make the decisions and the small nuggets.
They don't look small to me.
No, me neither. But I'll put it out there. It's classified, and of course, classification has an impact on the price. Just to remind you that if we're classifying these as small nuggets, then we've got to price them as small nuggets, even though really, visually, I'm not looking at small. I'm looking at 8x3 to 12x4, and I'm not thinking small, that's for sure. You are going to get some beautiful classic pearls. These are 7x4mm. You're also going to get some glorious rondelles. Those are your 6x4 in your clear quartz. Then 2-strander of chrysoprase. Oh, that is chrysoprase at its best. We do not see this gemstone very often. If you watched us the other day, we set a question. What gemstone is known as the golden leek? What gemstone is known as the golden leek? And the answer is chrysoprase, the golden leek. Chryso meaning golden, prasio meaning leek. Yes, because if you look at the colour of it, it's the stem of the colour of a leek in the vegetable. And that's what it was named after. Interesting. You've also got faceted amethyst. They are glorious colour for that size. Normally, of course, the smaller a gemstone gets, the more dissipated it becomes. You lose the colouring, but not here. Look at that quality. Amethyst, 3mm. And if that wasn't enough, you've also got your marquise drop in your rose quartz. Marquise 30x8 drops. They've got to get that lovely elongated, almost floral petal-like formation you could imagine. I can see some kind of bridal influence in this. There's that
summer
definitely
wedding.
Summer wedding.
Yeah, that's what it makes me think of.
Yeah, let's get married. A gorgeous look, a perfect pastel combination of quartz, pearls, and lots more. For one price tag, how low can we go? 7 strands for $24.95. Goodness me, what's that? How does that work out? 7 into 24, 7, 14. So effectively that's £3, £3.50, is that right? £3.50, is that right?
Something close to. Just
for pearls, for pearls, £3.50 for pearls. I mean, tiaras. I mean, we saw that gorgeous, beautiful tiara that we had on the Wall of Fame earlier on. Perhaps that's inspired you and you want to get that classic look. Maybe team it with the sapphire. Oh, pearls and sapphire? Oh, yes. Imagine just for a nice linens with perhaps a nice denim jacket over the top, and you want to get your jewellery to influence there. Yes, please. Yes, please. $24.95 is all you pay. I mean, that Prasio just really adding that freshness, really lightens the tone of this bundle, doesn't it? And I think then you've got the delicate tones, that much more softer feel to the look when you've got those elongated marquise rose quartz. Again, it just feels like it's adding layers and layers. But certainly not small nuggets of white quartz. I can't really allow that to be classified as small. I have to highlight, I think they're at least medium-sized white nuggets of your quartz. Glorious, a glorious bundle and very well received price tag. Around about £3.50 a strand. In fact, perhaps just a little bit less than that, isn't it? $24.95 is all you pay. $24.95. A gorgeous oh, talking of gorgeous, not where I'm stopping. Now, I've not seen us do this shape before. Diamonds of black onyx. How much glorious workmanship has gone in to getting such a fantastic combination, oh dear, that you're getting here of luster. It's going to be quite funny at 9 o'clock tonight if I don't have a voice, isn't it? It's a good job I'm good at miming. Add to it again. And we're adding in some really fresh colour. Now, if you got the aqua chalcedony earlier on, let me just show you that aqua chalcedony alongside it. See how well those complement each other. Those aquatones really well. Chalcedony, of course, a very, very popular offer for today. Less than £15 for that chalcedony. If you got it, well, the good news is it's an add it to your order. If you didn't get it, I don't know whether I've got any or many left in stock, but if I do, yours for the taking for less than £15. And I would suggest it would be an add it to your order, because not only are you getting your diamond shape in your onyx, not only are you going to get that glorious drop star nugget strand of Amazonite, you're also going to get, and when was the last time we saw this? Golden rutile quartz. I feel like we need some kind of fanfare for that strand. We haven't had this gemstone in for so long. Oh my goodness me. Somebody pinch me. Have we got it back into stock? Oh, this was one of us. And I mean, it really was one of our most popular gem strands, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. And that's the thing with genuine gemstones, you cannot, you can't, no. All 3 strands. Right, for one of our most popular gems, we have not had golden rutile quartz in. And when we did have it, we could not get enough of it because everybody was literally fighting for it. It's amazing. It's like little spun gold inside. Like Rapunzel's come along and he's spun his gold and he's put it right inside those gemstones. Splinters of beautiful flecks of gold that captured it. It's so amazing. One of our big sellers, it disappeared, and now we've got it in stock. I don't know whether this is just a small quantity I've got. I certainly think that I'm not going to have enough to go around, because those people who didn't get it the last time will be fighting, and I mean genuinely fighting for that strand. I know there is not going to be enough in stock on this one, because I've got 3 strands for one price tag. You won't believe this. One price of $9.95. You cannot have expected that price. You could not have anticipated me saying I was going to take this to $9.95. Look at what we're giving you. I mean, we haven't seen golden rutile quartz for such a long time, and now I'm doing it within a bundle for $9.95. £3.32 a strand. That's it. £3.32 a strand. Absolutely incredible. And then, of course, as you can see here, a lovely piece made from one of our lovely ladies. Sue's made it again. Hi, Sue. Sue, one of our amazing beading ladies, creating this fantastic look to inspire and really show you how well this golden rutile for £3.32. Oh my goodness me, I told you it was going to be a busy day. I told you it was going to be one of our big days of the year, and I haven't lied now, have I? Look at that. £9.95, £3.32 for your golden rutile quartz. Do you want to see it again? There'll be loads of people going, I think she's probably flipped a lid. I haven't. I promise you, it's golden rutile. It is. Probably about, what do you reckon? Here's a question. Laura, how long have you been here? Nearly 6 months? Right. We're producing for about 6 months. Now, Laura, have you ever seen golden rutile? Knew it. She's been with us for 6 months and she's never seen it before. I was going to say it has to be up to 6 months, if not longer, since the last time I saw this. And if you think about it, Laura's got access to all of our gemstones because that's her job, to put it all together and to bring us these offers. So if Laura hasn't seen it, then that just goes at least 6 months. And I know it's got to be probably even longer than that since the last time I saw it. So an amazing deal, an incredible opportunity. £9.95. Queues on the lines of at least a minute to a minute and a half. Please do be patient. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. £9.95. Extraordinary deals. So many great offers to look forward to. And now... Ooh! Now, we haven't done any findings today other than our bead caps. We didn't do, the toggle clasps. We did those, didn't we? But that's about it. So to finish off the show, let's give you a bit of a deal on some findings. We can't go through a show and not give you findings. Now, first of all, let's give you the gemstones that set the tone of this offer, because you've got this great great Gatsby glamour from this one strand. I'm sure you're doing that on purpose for me today. I've had shell-shaped and I've got great Gatsby glamour. I think they're testing me today. Faceted. I haven't got the job. That's it. Testing me and now I'm leaving. Sorry about that. 9 years and she still can't say shell-shaped and great Gatsby glamour. You've got these gorgeous rose quartz. 12mm rose quartz faceted rounds. Then, on top of that, ooh, look at all of those. Is that 100? 100 eye pins in your 30mm, and then a further, I'm going to put them to the other side so we don't get them mixed up, a further 100 eye pins, and this time 40mm. Let's just pick that one up so you can see the difference, long and short. So you've got 100 of each. One's 40mm, the other's 30mm. 3mm eye pins, so the 3mm is the eye, and then you've got your 30mm and a 40mm length. And then finally, to get that great Gatsby feel, it's the rose quartz. Bring it together with that vintage style, that really lovely antiquity of luxury retro influence from all the jewelry that's coming through at the moment in terms of the fashion world, and also in terms of the fashion world in your glossy magazines. This is it. This is the look that everybody's trying to achieve. That vintage glamour, where you've got the glamour of the rose quartz and that lovely retro inspiration from the antique bronze. One of our most popular findings at the moment is your antique bronze. A lot of people who've got the antique bronze wire from earlier on this week when I did that bumper pack. Mega deal that I did earlier on this week. Good news is that you can have this as an added deal. Laura said she heard about the antique bronze wire deal. I know. It was big. It was very big. And I think Scott, my manager, who also was producing, I think he really did. I think it's fair to say he watered his own garden when it came to that deal. It was an interesting analogy. Not the kind of analogy I meant it to be, but anyway, you've got here. I didn't mean it to sound like that, though. I didn't. Gatsby Glamour, rose quartz, and 200 antique bronze eye pins. One price tag of another deal, another opportunity. $7.95 for 200 findings, and if that wasn't enough, that gorgeous, it's not even small, is it? It's a huge strand, 12mm, 340 carats of your rose quartz faceted round for 12mm. Great look. Yours for the taking, $7.95 is all you pay. It's been a very, very busy day. I'm going to keep those in piles so that they don't get mixed up. Let's do that. Okay. Let's quickly recap a couple of bits and pieces that we had within the day today. It's been a very full day with our amazing launch of our friendly plastic with the gorgeous Liz, and of course a recap on how amazing enamel is and how well they both go together. So if you've got any of those deals, congratulations, and I will be joining you. I'm hoping that there's some left. I will be getting both of those myself today, and I'm going to give you the chance to just recap some of our gemstone deals today. Your deluxe gemstone selection, huge opportunity. You're getting lots and lots of must-have gemstones within this tube. It's a triangular shaped tube, as you see. And then you're getting a mix of smoky quartz and moonstone. All of these for one price tag. And I think the price tag is what really makes these such, a bit like the bead scoops, you just can't resist. They're just too good. It's too good an offer. Your price tag, smoky quartz and moonstone, for just $9.95. All of these. Look at the quality, look at the luxury, look at the way that the light catches that beautiful adularescence of your moonstone. quality. So we do the bead scoops, and I couldn't guarantee what every gemstone is, and I couldn't guarantee what quality you're getting in the bead scoops. Whereas here, I can guarantee these are your deluxe. These are your deluxe gemstones. These are the top range gemstones. Your smoky quartz is as clear as you're going to get it. Look at that clarity. Amazing quality. $9.95 for all of those. You're paying less than £10. An amazing opportunity, really. $9.95. I don't think really when you start to consider how much you're getting, you are getting, well, you're getting a lot of gemstone potential. Right. It's been an momentous day, really. I mean, we've really explored the potential, but actually it feels like we've just touched the tip of the iceberg on the friendly plastic and on the jewel enamel as well, really.
There's so much more to show. And that's like, I could demonstrate 10 days straight and still not show you the same thing.
I would love to show everybody the little book that you made.
Oh, yes.
Would that be possible?
I just put that.
Just because I want to show you, when we say tip of the iceberg, some of the inspiration. Let's just show you. This, can you see here? This is your friendly plastic. And can you see, it's an actual, you've made a book from the actual friendly plastic.
Yeah, you can make them really small as well.
And look at these. And these could be gorgeous little earrings. You know, if you made them into smaller pieces, you could make them into, oh, like this. Oh, how funny. I said it, and then look.
And there's a little necklace.
Some little books. Do you know somebody who's studying for their graduation? Anything like that? And look at how gorgeous. That's your friendly plastic. Oh, wow. And there's another one on a pendant. Such a fabulous idea. You could then put like mementos inside there, you know, little thoughts of things that have happened in life. And so these are just ideas that you can just, as I say, tip of the iceberg of what we've been able to show you today. If you've joined us on the friendly plastic starter day at $27.95, very limited now in terms of stock, very well received. We had a decent quantity, but that quantity has disappeared very quickly. And if you do want to join us and get the enamel, don't forget that comes in at $69.95 for the starter. And you can buy all of the other enamel pots, etc. separately today, and just watch on the repeat to learn a little bit more about that. We have got a very special afternoon for you today because it is the bank holiday for most of us, for many of us. Well, the good news is that we are celebrating by doing a live masterclass with Linda. Yes, that's happening today at 2 o'clock, so tune in for that with myself and Linda. Thank you, Liz, for all of your creativity.
It's a pleasure.
You take care of yourself.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker